little bit nicer here with the cables.
Okay. Whoa. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're live on my YouTube channel. Jurijs from Germany is over. And
Hey everyone.
Hello. So Jurijs, very famous German aquascaper, really talented guy. Very privileged to have him over in the UK right now. I'm hosting him. We're here at Aquarium Gardens. He's going to scape a Denale nanocube, Iwagumi style, and really excited. Check him out on Facebook. He's got his own Facebook channel, Jurijs JS. He's got a Facebook. He's got a YouTube channel as well, which is going to be getting big soon. Yeah. And yeah, can't wait to get started. Oh, over to you, Jurijs. Do you want to have a chat?
So, hi everyone, George. I would kind of ask you to read me the comments, guys. Sorry, I just launched my own Facebook live stream. Hello everyone on Facebook. We're streaming on both YouTube over here and Facebook here. If you like aquascaping, so just please share with your friends. And you guys on YouTube, I don't know, you cannot share, but just give thumbs up and comment. And you guys on Facebook, please share with your friends.
Hi from Florida, hi from Italy.
Favorite Facebook group, and I will share myself. On
we're dual streaming. We've got Jurijs' Facebook page, so if you wanted a different camera angle, check out Jurijs' Facebook page. Obviously, we're streaming on my YouTube channel as well, so it's all kicking off, mate. We've got 86 people watching right now on my YouTube channel.
Good? Is it bad?
It's good.
It's good.
I think it's good.
It's good, guys.
86. Hello, 86 people.
Hello, 86 people. Yeah, guys, you're rocking. What's going on Facebook, Stefan?
Yeah, check out all.
Yeah?
It's not.
What's going on Facebook?
Nothing.
Nothing, right.
Okay. That's all.
What is going on here?
So, technical glitch. I'm going to just sit in front of the camera for now while that's going on. So, a little bit of background. Jurijs, German aquascaper. We've been friends for a few years. I've been over to Germany and I've seen Jurijs all over Europe. We've done lots of stuff, haven't we? He's been over the UK. I've been over there. And just basically a really cool guy. We've got lots in common. We both love aquascaping. Arguably, he's a better aquascaper. What do you reckon, Stefan? He's the best aquascaper out of me and Jurijs.
We can fight outside who is the best one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've been at the military, I have no chance.
So we both...
I could film it when your guys are fighting.
So we both love aquascaping.
This will go viral for sure.
We both, I think the main thing we have in common is to promote aquascaping to the masses, to the world, and that's the reason we're here today. So he's going to aquascape a Denale nanocube. We're here at Aquarium Gardens. We've got access to all the hardscape, all the plants. So in this little beauty, Jurijs is going to work his magic. Hopefully you'll enjoy the process. If you can't watch it right now, if you're live and you're thinking, oh, I'm at work, I can't watch it all, it will be viewable afterwards, so you don't have to be live right now. You can view it in your own time. That's no problem. So shout out to Dave Pierce, owner of Aquarium Gardens. He's kindly supplied us the tank, the plants, the hardscape. Shout out to Jurijs, obviously, for coming over and doing this. We've got Stefan Prax from Holland as well, up and coming aquascaper. I'm feeling an aquascaping love. I hope you are too. Share it with your friends. Let's spread that aquascaping message across the world. Keep on scaping. Jurijs, are you ready?
I'm almost ready. I have to restart the live stream for some reason.
Jurijs is mincing about with his iPhone 10.
No, this is the iPhone 6.
iPhone 6?
Yeah.
Got my Nokia 3210. Do you remember that? The brick without an aerial. No colour. It was just like monochrome. You played Snake. Snake. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Love Snake. So I'm just going to kill the time now while Jurijs is mincing about with his iPhone. How you getting on, mate?
Getting nervous.
So we've done the dry scape. Jurijs has planned a really beautiful Iwagumi with dragonstone or
You
Oko
want to show
stone.
maybe the hardscape a little bit, like a preview, or it's too much?
I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to really. Am I in the shop?
You are now.
Was I out of the shop? Oh. Will I go down there? Or what?
You're good now.
I'm good now, okay. Apologies for that, guys. So, Jurijs does have his own YouTube channel, but not
I
much.
do have. Jurijs Jurijs.
Yeah. Jurijs, yeah. But how do you spell it?
Jurijs. George will link it anyway in the description.
I'll link it. Yeah, it's not very. How many videos you got there? 3
videos, but they're all. But I'm starting this year. There will be.
He's starting. He's going to get big. He's going to get like Peter McKinnon style. I reckon we're going to be well competitive YouTubers. Who's going to get the most subscribers?
Okay, I think this one.
Are you live?
Yeah, Facebook is live now.
Facebook's live. I'm going to hand over to Jurijs. Keep on scaping. Give us a like. Give us a share. Loads of comments. I can't answer any comments right now, but I will revisit it later on and hopefully answer any questions you might have. So enjoy the scaping.
Okay, I don't know. It says live, must be working.
Okay, you're live, mate. You've got 97 people watching you right now.
Yeah, so again, guys, hello on YouTube. Stefan, is it working, the Facebook thing?
Yeah, but you're out of
frame?
Out of
George?
frame, yeah.
Maybe you can readjust. So, George, is the Facebook thing on?
Facebook's running, YouTube's
Facebook
running.
is running. Do we have viewers on
away.
Facebook? Do we have viewers on Facebook?
We do, we have.
Yeah.
We do have.
Yeah.
It's working now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi guys on Facebook. We had technical issues. We had to restart. Sorry guys on YouTube for you've been waiting. So we have over here Denali 45 centimeters long. It's called Scaper's Tank 50 because 50 liters volume. Gonna use tropical substrate in here. Complete mix of different brands today. So. I don't know, George. What is the size of the Scaper's tank? You probably know it better than I do.
So I think it's 45 centimeters long, 30,
Deep? 35 deep?
35 deep, and 30 high. So it's a really nice scaper's tank. It's got a curved front, so there's no edges on the front glass. And Jurijs is just putting some Tropica plant soil in there. And this is a really great product. I've used it loads. It helps feed the plant roots. It helps keep the pH and it buffers the hardness.
Throw it. Dave, throw it.
Boom! That could have been awkward. So we've got a little bit more aquarium, and this is the powder version. You're using the powder all over. Okay.
Yeah.
So it comes in 2 different grain sizes: the powder and the normal. Powder's a finer grain, which is better for nano tanks. We've got Kerm from India. Shout out to India. So we're using the powder type, which is a very fine grain size, really ideal for tissue culture plants, which have got an immature kind of root structure. So Jurijs just opened up his second bag now. I'm going to pour that straight in. There we go. Hello from Poland. We've got some. We are live in a shop, so we do have real customers as well. So bear that in mind, guys. So Jurijs is sloping the substrate to the rear, shallow at the front, deeper at the back. Gives us the optical illusion that the scape is actually deeper than it really is. Amsterdam. Hello.
Amsterdam.
Hello from India.
So, what's going on Facebook
What's
here?
good?
This is my beer.
Yeah, it's going okay.
Yeah, 28 guys. Jackie Chan, Ricky Crowder, Sid, Stan. Hello everyone. Share this live stream. Cheers everyone. I will now get the Hardscape and then start scaping.
Do you want me to bring it over? You stay on camera if you want.
Can you bring the entire thing?
No?
Okay, still watching, guys.
Somebody should be filming this.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to move my.
So guys, you've been wondering what we've been doing.
So I'm just going to move my camera
So
over.
over
So
here, we have the Hardscape prepared. Not going to show you too much of this. We have George operating over here.
here we
So
go.
now-
There's Jurijs. He's filming on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. We've got a kind of side, bottom of cider there.
Aquarium Gardens.
Aquarium Gardens. Hello, Dave.
Hi.
There you've got Stefan. So we've got the Dryscape there, and that's going to be transported into the Denalay and Nano Cube. Ooh. Okay, so starting off with the big stone.
Yeah.
We call this the master stone, or the main stone, or the anchor stone, or the key stone. Lots of different words for it. But it's the most important stone, and everything kind of flows from the main stone, if you like. So Jurijs is smashing 2 stones in there straight away. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom.
Yeah, so it's kind of easy one for me right now because I prepared it already in the sandbox, in the aquascaping dojo, how we used to call it over at Skate Foo back in the days.
Back in the day, mate.
Yeah. I need something to support it's tilting over because the powder is so soft.
Yeah.
So one disadvantage of powder is it's very lightweight and it will tilt over. For the rocks, George, can you give me some of the...
The small one?
Yeah, some of the small ones, yeah, or some of the from behind. Yeah. No. Just throw them in the sandbox. I need some of those rocks here.
So talk us through the process, Jurijs. Irigumi, diorama, what is it?
This will be a diorama style.
Okay.
So George, why do we use the sandbox before and then do everything here in the aquarium? You want to talk about it? You want me to say it?
Yeah.
It's me, come on. You do it all the time.
You can talk, you talk, it's your show, mate.
So basically, guys, if I mess around here in the soil, I will crush the soil if I play too much with the rocks. So I played over there in the sandbox. Now I'm just transforming whatever, transporting the rocks over here, and the soil stays kind of in shape. Dave, maybe you want to assist me, as long as we don't have any real customers. Yeah, let's start on the right side. And yeah, just give me those rocks here and we'll start rebuilding it here. Okay, so this layout is inspired by a layout I have seen from Dave Chow. I might post it later in the comments, or guys, if you know the layout from Dave Chow with like cosmetic sand going along center focused rocks, you can post it in the comments under the live stream. If not, I will do it myself later on, but this was my basic idea for this layout because I had just a few bigger rocks, lots of small stones, so I put all the big rocks in the middle to build this island style kind of hill, and now we'll work with smaller rocks around it to create this kind of, I don't know, panoramic view or whatever look.
Okay, so guys, if you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube,
Yeah,
give us a share. That'd be really cool. Give us a like and a comment.
From the front, the bigger rocks. The big one, yeah, this one, and then the other one from behind, the bigger
So
one.
you've got Jurijs in front of the camera, I'm behind the camera.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So George, if we have comments,
yeah.
please be so kind and read
Yeah,
them out.
someone says, VU David says my 2 idols on the same feed.
Oh, cheers.
No,
David
I
from
think he's
Canada.
talking about Stefan and Dave. So yeah, very, very cool to have one of my best aquascaping friends over from Germany in the UK, Jurijs. A bit of history actually. Jurijs, when did you start professional aquascaping? It was about 4 or 5 years ago?
2011.
2011.
Yeah,
okay.
I registered my company in 2011.
Okay.
And kind of first jobs I got paid for was in 2012, which was the time around.
So we go way back. Jurijs was a prolific poster on the Aquascaping World Forum. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think were you admin at one point as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. You took it to the next level, just like I did really, and became a full-time professional aquascaper. And we've met a few times. I've been over to Germany. He's come over here. We've done a few things together, and I think we share our passion, don't we, for aquascaping? And it's not just aquascaping as a hobbyist. It's aquascaping as a professional. The biggest thing for me is sharing it with you guys. And social media is the perfect platform for that. Jurijs is huge. He's overtaken me on Instagram. He'd probably overtake me on YouTube if he ever gets his acting gear.
When I ever get started on YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool to have him over here and host him in the UK. And we're here at Aquarium Gardens today, which is England's only specialist aquascaping store. Check it out, www.aquariumgardens.co.uk. Everything you ever need for aquascaping right here. Hardscape plants, fertilisers, soil. Even we sell shrimp here as well. We do the whole aquascaper range of cabinets and tanks. So it's a really, really cool place. Check it out. So Jurijs is in the flow now. He's in his creative mode. He's playing around with the rocks. This is dragonstone or Oko stone, depending on where you're from. It's very hardscape dominant, this layout here. We're going to be using pretty much Tropica 1-2 grow, I would say, for most of it. Are we using any other plants? Probably just Tropica 1-2 grow.
Just Tropica plants, yes.
And the beauty about Tropica 1-2 grow, I've probably tried out 5 or 6 different suppliers of tissue culture plants, and without a doubt my favourite is the Tropica. It comes, most of the species come in a liquid, nutrient-rich jelly rather than the solid jelly stuff, the agar jelly, which makes it super easy to prepare, and the portion sizes are just really, really good. The lids are really easy to remove. It's just a really, really good quality product, so do check it out if you're not aware of the Tropica 1-2 grow range. Just get a bit of a close-up of that right now for you guys on YouTube. Here we go. So, boosh. There we go, guys. Hi, George. Will Aquarium Gardens ever sell Frodo stone? I don't know. Let's ask the owner. Dave? I think so. It's quite expensive, but I do believe Dave, the owner, has plans for stocking Frodo stone at some point. It is beautiful. Not very many places in the UK that do it right now. In fact, no one right now. So looks like Jurijs has got the main structure in place. He's got the 2 main dominant stones there in the centre, and then he's building up with the smaller stones around the edge. And it's worth bearing in mind with dragonstone or Oko stone, it does come with like a mud or a clay kind of inbuilt into the nooks and crannies, and that can potentially cloud your water. So do bear that in mind. You might need to rinse it off prior.
But we didn't.
We didn't rinse it off, so the water will be cloudy when we fill up for the first time.
We take it into account
because
it wasn't scheduled. We haven't announced it.
Yeah.
So it was a spontaneous idea, and so we tried to make just the best out of it. And if the water gets cloudy, you can help yourself. Just change it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we fill up slowly, it shouldn't get too bad.
Yeah, exactly. And the great thing about a nano tank is you can do a water change in 5 minutes. It's really, really easy. So it's looking really good, Jurijs. The stone layout is looking really, really, really cool. And you know, shout out to Dave from Aquarium Gardens, because we have so much lovely material here. It's actually relatively easy to create a nice aquascape. So back in the day when I first started aquascaping, I don't know about you, Jurijs, but we were always limited on hardscape choice, weren't we?
Yeah, I remember.
You really had to sort of even go out for a walk and choose your own hardscape, you know, picking up bits of wood and stone from the beach or from the forest, because the shops back then, they didn't really stock really good hardscape materials, but now, you know, it's a lot easier.
I still remember my very first rocks I purchased online from German shop Aquasabi.
Oh yeah, I know that, yeah.
From Tobias Koring. He was active as well at this time on Aquascaping World Forum, and Tobias, he invited me to join the German aquascapers community Flowgrow, and yeah, it was Oko rocks. Was actually the first rocks I used for my first ever scape. I consider scape because that was the first aquarium I used soil in it. I think it was back in 2007 or 2008 I first time used soil. I used Hemianthus cuba, Hemianthus calitrichoides cuba, HC, and because I had very soft tap water at this moment, KH around 2, GH around 3.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like really soft,
Really soft,
tap water. You can imagine what soil does to the water. It takes out all the minerals. I had like 0 minerals with high CO2, so pH dropped down, all the HC melted. So then I got some minerals to the tank. I replanted with Glossostigma, and I got my Glossostigma carpet within a few weeks after replanting, and I was so happy cutting Glossostigma every 2 weeks. Yeah, like 2 months later I was annoyed.
It's a really cool thing when you first grow your first ever carpeting plant.
It's the first ever carpet you will never forget.
Yeah. I had Glosso back in 2004.
Just give me the rocks wherever they come.
Don't throw them though.
Yeah, but don't throw them at me. We did it before with the soil, but it's not with the rocks.
Hi Terry, nice to see you, mate. Well, thank you for joining. So we've got 128 viewers on YouTube. We've got 50 on Facebook. So give us a share, guys, if you can. That'd be great. For those on Facebook, it's really easy to share. A bit more tricky on YouTube, but just let people know about the channel. Let them know about aquascaping. That's what it's all about.
I'm kind of curious. It's at least here in UK, 10 to 3 p.m.
Quarter to 3.
So it must be around 2 p.m. in Germany, I think.
It's an hour. You're an hour ahead, so it's quarter to 4 in Germany.
Quarter to 4. So okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you're still working, watching from work, or whatever you do. Just write down in the comments, and if you haven't done already, please share. Like I said, share with your friends and with Facebook groups. The more people we have, the more fun we have. If you have questions, please comment. Stefan, maybe when we are finished with the rocks, we can maybe try and answer more comments. Anyway, if we miss any comments, rather if it's on YouTube or on Facebook, George and I, we will do our best to answer the comments afterwards.
Yeah.
Your comments in the comment section, or when we're finished, then we will read the comments and answers. So just stick around, just wait a little bit, and then we will answer it.
Bite-sized Baconator. It's 10 a.m. I guess you're in America then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it's 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
It's -6. It could be.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be caught in the kind of, I guess, West Coast, America, West Coast.
East Coast. East Coast.
East Coast.
Yeah.
No, they're only 4 or 5 hours.
No. Yeah, maybe from UK, from Germany 6.
I'm not going to argue
However.
about it. Not going to argue.
However. They just woke up. So what do I do with this rock?
Is it Monday? Monday. So exciting news! Jurijs and I are off to Denmark tomorrow. We're going to be escaping some tanks for Tropica for Interzoo, which is a huge pet trade show held in Germany in May. And Tropica, if you didn't know, a huge plant manufacturer, plant supplier with a big greenhouses and a super cool company. So really excited to go over there tomorrow. Jurijs helps out with their social media.
By the way, most people are probably pretty interested in Instagram. We've been teasing already a lot about Tropica Instagram. It is ready. We are beta testing the whole thing.
Cool.
If you ask yourself, what do you need to beta test an Instagram profile? Let me tell you, it is not just one profile. It's rather 10 plus. I will not say how many in total. It's like an entire network of profiles, and there's already like hundreds of posts when it will go live, and all linked between each other. So it's like homepage, like really interactive. So guys, very soon it's going on. Maybe this week already.
And what's the main Instagram sort of channel? What's the main handle? What can we search for?
The main handle is Tropica Aquarium Plants.
Okay.
At Tropica Aquarium Plants. It's the same on Facebook. It's the same on Instagram. I believe on YouTube it's just Tropica.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we need some more videos for Tropica.
That's sure I can help out
Yeah,
with
we
that.
can do something this week.
Well, we'll have a chat when I'm there, mate. Okay, so I'm going to get a bit of more of a close-up of the tank. This is looking really nice now.
Yeah, I can put the light more to the front. So we're starting, maybe, I don't know if you want to come show from the side what it looks like. So basically we're starting very close in the front, going really high. This will give like a lot of depth to the layout. And I'm just adding a few more rocks to the foreground, just not sure how they're gonna stay. Sometimes I insert rocks and then see if it kind of if it works out or not. If I like it or not, I'm gonna remove them, add them again, rearrange them. Sometimes it's really the best way to figure out what is the best place for the rock placement. Over there we have like some
Yeah, Hong, when do I get to come to Aquarium Gardens to do Escape? Always welcome here, mate. Unfortunately, we can't pay for your airfare, but if you ever wanted to come over, we're more than happy to host you.
Whom?
Yep, Hong?
Heap. Oh yes, Heap. Guy, come here.
Yeah. I'm going to move a bit closer because it's a bit... So Jurijs is in full creative mode now. I'm going to just move his camera a little bit closer. That's better.
Yeah. So this is like rough structure for the beginning. Then when I will add the cosmetics in, I might pull out the stones a little bit out of the soil and maybe use a brush to move it around a little bit. So I like to first put them in roughly to see if I like it, like the general flow. Is it all we have? Yeah, okay.
Just in case you're bored of Jurijs,
Huh?
check out the Aquascape 1500.
Okay.
Loads of likes. Okay, so Jurijs is really getting in there now. With
So
the
basically
dragon
what
stone.
George is doing right now on my live stream, he's checking out his own aquariums.
Yeah, why not?
Guys, if you're interested in Aquarium Gardens and you haven't seen it before on George's channel, I will do a second live stream where I will walk around the shop and kind of share my what I see here.
Looking good, mate. Looking really good.
I think it gives great sense of scale with all the small stones in the back.
Yeah.
You thirsty?
Just a second, I want to finish this hardscape thing first.
Okay, you might have spotted Jurijs' t-shirt in the background there. He's wearing a Escape Hard t-shirt from Moss Cotton. Check them out, www.mosscotton.com. All your aquascaping t-shirts and other accessories that you might need. You might have seen me wearing a Keep On Scaping t-shirt with a red colander. That is available. Okay, you got? Is that an Apple Watch, Jurijs? Are you wearing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why not?
Is he your apprentice, George? Yeah, Jurijs is my apprentice.
Yeah, I'm scaping and George is assisting me. Hey George, can I have some more? I don't know. Just give me something.
No, he's not my apprentice. We're very much peers. That's funny.
So, let me check from the front. The hardscape. George, you have a small brush
Yes.
to make things smooth, and then maybe also to move the sand around.
What's your favourite?
Okay, we have here. Go a little bit lower here. There's too much. Smallest, okay. So I will move out now a little bit of the soil from the path in the middle, move it to the sides, because I will fill up the space with cosmetic sand.
Hydrocotyle species Honda. Have you heard of that?
Honda.
Honda.
I don't know.
Yeah, these great guys.
No, not heard of this hydrocotyle species Honda.
I know Hydrocotyle verticulata, which is the old one. Then we have the small species. This is the tripartita.
Or Japan. And then you've got Leucocophala. I think that's the one you were talking about.
In Japan, they call the tripartita also Mauritana. Something like this. Hydrocotyle.
Honda. I never heard of Honda.
Honda, no. Post a picture in the comments.
Yeah. Or a link, definitely.
Or a link, yeah. I think on YouTube you cannot post a picture in the comments, but on Facebook.
David says, I'm challenging Jurijs to use Utricularia graminefolia in this tank.
Not on this one. I will do it at home. Probably just referring to a discussion we had before. And I said, by the time, basically, most plants became, I don't say difficult, but demanding. So if you provide plants everything they need, I kind of believe you can have success with them. So there's no such thing as a difficult plant. They are demanding and they have different demands. If you give the plant what it needs, you can make it grow.
Yeah,
and one plant I struggled in the past always was Utricularia, and I haven't tried it for years, so I don't know.
I need to do it as well. Maybe we'll do it at the same
I have
time,
to try it again. But not on this scape, because this scape will be, George will take care for it, and I don't know, I want to try the Utricularia myself. We'll definitely do it later this year. But yeah, like I said, in one of my own scapes. So
oh, my bad, it's Hydrocotyle tripartita. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we know that one. Nickname is Honda. We didn't know that. That's a new one on me.
what is the slogan of Honda?
Just
Toyota is nothing is impossible.
drive. Honda. They've not done one for ages, have they? Anyway,
Keep on driving.
keep on scaping. I think
Honda,
that's the
Honda,
Honda's new slogan is keep on scaping. George, you have used Malvernstone. Have you used Malvernstone? Oh, the Power of Dreams. That's Honda. The Power of Dreams. Thank you very much. Have I used Malvernstone? I don't think so.
What kind of stuff?
Malvern.
I've never heard.
Never heard of it. No.
Maybe it's just a trade name.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Was it look like a Malvernstone that you talk of? Yeah, species Honda looks like a nickname for tripartita. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, guys, just a gentle reminder, give us a share, give us a like, give us a comment. I'm right behind the screens right now, so if you comment, then I hopefully can answer your questions right now. Are you dry starting this tank, says Aqua Addict? No, we're going to go full on, fill it up, loads of CO2, get it going straight away. What do you guys tell your friends when they ask you to do an aquascape if they never had an aquarium before? Well, that's a tricky one. I normally get them to look at books or websites and just find out something they like the look of, and then if they're willing to spend the right amount of money, it's obviously an investment in terms of time and finances to create a beautiful aquascape. You can't just expect to have a beautiful aquascape and not invest in it. So you have to be upfront with them. You can't, if someone comes around my house and they said, I want one of those in my home, then I'll be upfront with them. I say, well, it's going to cost you probably this much. It's going to take you, this amount of time every week to maintain it. And if they're serious, then that's cool, but.
Does it look legit? Okay, so?
Yeah, it looks good.
Tropica/ADA soil, best one, and there are pros and cons of them.
Huh?
Do you want to answer that?
What?
ADA soil versus Tropica soil.
Nowadays Tropica.
Why is that, mate?
Huh?
Why is that?
Why? For me, it's much easier accessible. I believe they're very similar of the attributes or the way what's inside. I think they're very similar, nutrients and how they behave in the water in the aquarium,
Okay.
how to grow plants. just for me, Tropica is much easier to get. I can get it shipped, like drop shipped to my customers wherever I go. I travel Europe and set up tanks, and if I tell Tropica I need it tomorrow over there, and if I do it before 11 o'clock in the morning, next day it will be there, like across Europe. So it's very convenient for myself. Same with plants. With ADA, I either have to order it up front or I have to ship it myself. So it's more for professional reasons.
Yeah.
For you as a hobbyist, I think there is no big difference. So like completely honest and upfront here with you. So either one you choose is a good soil. I think Tropica powder is a little bit finer, like we can see here, than ADA powder, like Amazonia powder. Tropica is a little bit finer, so maybe a little bit better, suitable for nano aquariums if you want this very small grain size. And ADA has the Amazonia light, which is quite unique color, and also how it behaves in the water. But if you look for the normal soil with most nutrients to grow plants, to provide them the best substrate, you can't go wrong with any of the brands. So Tropica and ADA.
Okay, so a few questions asking about what tank size it is. This is a Danelei NanoCube 50 litre, so it measures 450 millimetres long, or 45 centimetres. I think it's 35 centimetres front to back and 30 centimetres tall, so it holds 50 litres altogether. What's in it? Okay, so we've got Tropica soil, which is the black stuff you can see. We've got some cosmetic white sand, which is from ALF. This is called Hugo Kamishi. I can't remember the name of it, but it's just a plain quartz gravel. And then we have Dragonstone or Oko Stone, which is the Hardscape. And now Jurijs is getting together the plants. We're going to use Tropica 1-2 Grow, which are tissue cultured plants. And we're going to be using mainly carpeting species. So we've got Monte Carlo, and there's a few other species which we'll talk about in a bit. What's the white powder called? Dave, what's the name of the sand?
Quartz white gravel.
So the white gravel is called quartz white gravel. This is from Hugo Kamishi,
Do you have a hammer?
available from Aquarium
I
Gardens.
can use like a plate to hammer rocks. Here we have one. This is cute one. And just a big stone you can use on the ground. Maybe this one, I don't know.
Have I ever used Eco Complete? No. Yes, I have actually. But I'm not a massive fan of it. You might as well just use gravel. A black gravel. It's cheaper.
I can put in between the rocks, so it will be disturbed afterwards.
What the heck are you doing with that massive rock?
It's okay? Okay, fine. Okay, George, you might help me turn the cameras around so we can show a little bit or something I will do here on top of this rock.
Crushing up rock.
Yeah.
What are you using that rock for?
Using it as a base.
Okay, guys, this is cool. I've never seen this before. Jurijs is going to smash up some rocks for us. So I'm just going to turn the cameras around. Okay, do you want to take us through? Peter McKinnon style.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Fish tank!
Fish tank, people!
Oh, okay.
This is somebody else. No. Any Dustin fans here in the live stream?
Yeah, any Dustin Fish Tanks fans?
Nothing.
I quite like Dustin. He's a nice
Dustin
guy.
is a cool guy. He's got like German.
Wunderlich.
Wunderlich. Yeah, he's like some of his parents, whatever. Yeah. German. He speaks a little bit German.
What's up?
So if you see here, we have a big piece of mini landscape rock as a plate to protect the tiles. We have some cardboard in between. I have a towel on top. I will show you, or you will see yourself why I use it. First of all, it softens everything, and then I can easily collect the small pieces. We have this little tiny cute hammer.
It's like a hammer, but smaller.
Huh? It's a toy. It's a sex toy, I think. Okay, anyway, we're gonna smash this rock. I don't smash it really hard because then pieces fly all over the space. I do like lots of small, controlled, I don't know, hits, and then it cracks into small pieces. Here. You can use like if you can find like graded gravel that has the perfect color that you need, or you can take, like I do, just some pieces of the original rock and smash them. And as you have seen, I use this towel as something to carry the small pieces into the bucket, and we're gonna give them a rinse to separate the rocks from the clay. It's hammer time. You remember there was a TV show called Hammer Time, I think, back in the 2000s. I don't know. I've been watching it like a sitcom.
Yeah.
And the father of the family, he was acting in a TV show, and the TV show was called Hammer Time.
Okay.
And he has had a neighbor. You always could only see the eyes behind the fence, never the full face. You know this TV show?
No, I've heard of it.
No, it's funny. So, safety first. I wear invisible protection glasses. No, seriously. Wear protection
Health and
glasses.
safety. Yeah, don't smash rocks up without eye protection. It's
Yeah.
potentially very dangerous.
Yeah, we are professionals. We do it for a living. It's performed by professional stuntmen. It's not Jurijs hammering the stone right now. No, actually, seriously, I should get some of those protective glasses from the
Something like this.
from the Home Depot. You know, sometimes I smash rocks. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Look at me. Hi, my name is George Palmer.
You like George Farmer, but better looking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can you see?
You know how I feel? Like I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's how I feel all the time.
Huh?
So Jurijs is having really good fun. We've got like a massive spike in views now, by the way.
Oh,
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
and I'm really strong.
Yeah, I'm pretty blind. So Jurijs has just smashed up some dragonstone to add some more detail work into the aquascape.
So you can see over here we have lots of small pieces of rock, and I can use them to sprinkle along the sand path to add some extra details. And this, I don't know, wash it, don't wash it. What do you say, George? You have to do water changes.
Yeah, well, cheers for that. Yeah,
Yeah? You want me to put him inside dirty or wash him?
dirty, it's fine.
Dirty?
Yeah.
Okay, you like it dirty. Okay, I
I
understand.
like it dirty. The filthier, the better. Okay, so Jurijs is going to pop them into the escape right now. Yeah, so someone's asked who's the English guy speaking. That's me. I'm George Farmer.
George,
I'm an aquascaper.
come here.
Me?
Yeah,
There?
they will see you on the Facebook. They haven't seen you.
No,
for a
they've seen
while.
enough of me on my
They
channel.
want to see you. They're much,
They wanna
much
see
more
you.
handsome than I am. We get more clicks if you're on the video.
Arguable.
Especially on my Facebook, I get more clicks then.
What, for me? I know. Hi. I'm a bit shy. I don't normally like being in front of the camera. They will tell you. So Jurijs is just adding the detail pieces now of the stone. Is there any room for planting in there? What are you going to do for planting?
The soil areas will be planted, and we will get some plants on the rocks. And
I don't really fancy maintaining this.
huh?
And I asked Dave to maintain this.
And I put them kind of randomly along the sand path, and then I will add some more sand on top,
Okay.
and it will look kind of natural. If you have time, you can move each small stone with a pincets. We don't have the time. We do the lazy version now. And yeah.
George, from a question. How much did I escape a soil? How much did I escape a soil for my 2-foot cube? I'll probably go for 2 8-litre bags. So 16 litres. They come in 8-litre bags, so that should be fine. I've got another question. Bear with me a second. Any possibility of overhead shot to see what and where?
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know, Judge. You maybe can take one camera and move around.
Yeah, I can unplug this now. It's charged up enough.
So I think that's enough for now of these smashed rocks. Stefan, can you give me some more of the sand, please?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
There you go, guys.
So we moved the light a little bit more to the back. So we have here some planting areas in the front corners. And
George,
in the middle part,
what's
have-
the size of the cabinet on the left? That size is 150 centimetre. That's an Aquascape of 1500 cabinet. So that's 60 centimetres front to back, 150 centimetres left to right, and 85. I think it's 90 centimetres tall.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the.
Yeah. So if you look here, you can see the difference. This was just with sand, and then the small pieces of rock on top. Over here, I sprinkled some more sand on top, and starting to look natural. And basically, it's never-ending game because it will mix up, come down with the shrimp. So you have to siphon, refill all the time.
Yeah.
Bring in some more stones for the final shot. Clean up everything.
Yeah, it's a good job you're not maintaining it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
It just like doubled my workload. So if you didn't know, I maintain all of the aquascapes here at Aquarium Gardens. They're all looking pretty sweet at the moment, if I do say so myself. There's Stefan. Hello, say hello, Stefan. There's Dave in the distance. Shout.
Well,
So.
Can't. Sometimes you just can't shut Dave up. He's terrible. This is
Mm.
Dave's signature TMC. This is looking really cool at the
Stefan?
moment. Look at that.
Yeah. George, you stand in front of the Facebook stream.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
Facebook followers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Everybody's gone right now. George
Sorry
only
about
takes
that.
care
No,
of
they
us,
might.
easy
They
to-
might have increased the viewers because they saw my bum.
Because you're so beautiful from behind. Can you fill up this small cup? Yeah, we're making like those root. Fill up some more soil to fill up.
Look at that beautiful print behind you, Jurijs.
Yeah. Is it available for sale, George?
It will be soon. Do you like that? Check this out, guys. Do you like this? Do you like one of those in your home? If so, let me know, and it will be available.
Okay. No.
What LED light colour is good for plants? Huge fan, George. Ask for a raise and pay. Keep it up. Hi from Hungary. Hello, Hungary. Love Hungary. Love Green Aqua.
Yay.
Awesome, guys. It's looking really good, mate.
Yeah, we have to go this year again to Green Aqua. Maybe do a workshop together. Or one
Yeah,
more
we should do like a
couple.
tag team workshop.
We should do like a battle like you did with Joey. 2 tanks.
Joey, easy.
Yeah, the king of DIY.
Yeah,
He's much better aquascaper than you are.
better than you. It's what you
Josh,
have.
I have some filter floss to fill up the gaps here and there. So I don't know. I'm going to get you to pretend the soil coming to the front.
yeah, it's on the big tank. You flag on the tank. On that.
Other one, left, right hand side. I will be selling the print soon, so keep an eye out on the Aquarium Gardens. I'll let you know, guys, on my community thread on YouTube.
so what we do next, this is a technique I learned by watching the live stream from Jeff Sensky. No, was it Jeff? Yeah, it was Jeff. Yeah.
It's here, yeah.
Jeff Sensky from Aquarium Design Group. He was here at Aquarium Gardens. He has scaped the
This
aquarium
tank
over there.
right here, right now, that one there, center screen.
Yeah, Facebook has to wait a little bit. Stefan, maybe you can turn around, show the scape from Jeff. So basically what Jeff did, yeah, just have a short view on the aquarium from Jeff Sensky. Can you turn back, please? So what he basically did, he took pieces of filter wool, and I think he got the advice from
Fukada-san
Fukada-san.
from Japan, yeah.
From Japan, yes. So we give credit to
The master.
to the masters. Yes. So you take filter wool, small pieces, and you push it from the back in between the rocks where you see the soil could rinse to the foreground to.
So people are asking what light are we using. This is a Twin Star E series. This is the 450, which measures 450 millimeters long, and then there's a 60 here, same unit, just longer. And then this is the Twin Star SP. So this is a pendant model, which is suspendable, as you can see. And then we have another S. This is the 900S. This is an Aquascaper 900. This measures 900 mil long. All available to buy from Aquarium Gardens right now. This is the E version. So the main difference between the E and the S is the E has acrylic arms, suspension legs there, and the S has aluminium. And the S also has basically a higher output, so it has more LEDs, higher power consumption, arguably a better colour rendition, and arguably better for growing plants. A bit more expensive as well, but they're all available from Aquarium Gardens to buy.
I would say right now the Twin Star E series is kind of best bang for the buck option if you want to go for RGB LED lights.
Yeah, if you want super high colour rendition, if you want really good plant growth, not too much money, then the E series Twin Star is the way forward. The best light, I would say, and I'm going to say it right now on record, the best light I've ever seen for in terms of colour rendition and growth is the ADA Solar RGB. And you know, I've tried loads of lights over the years, and I've seen loads of lights, and the solar RGB is just next level. It's just amazing, but it's so expensive. That's the only thing. What is the purpose of putting polyfill in there? So Jurijs is putting some filter wool in strategic places, and that just to stop the migration of soil onto the cosmetic sand. Can you show me the 90 centimetre aquarium? Which is my command, sir. There we go. I agree, E-Series best bang for the buck, says Mickey Mark Design. There we go. And just in case you didn't know where we're filming from, aquariumgardens.co.uk for all your aquascaping needs. Are those lights very expensive? It says fish have souls too. Fish have souls too. Expensive, that's a subjective term. I suggest you go on aquariumgardens.co.uk, take a look at the price and determine whether that's expensive or not. Denali scaper soil or tropical aquarium soil, which should I use? They're both pretty much the same. So,
I have no experience with Denali soil.
Yeah, I have. And yeah.
In the end, you can work with any product.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you get used to a certain product, and then maybe for some reasons you prefer it. But you can grow plants in gravel or in sand if you provide, like in this tank, it's just sand. A little bit nutrition on the bottom, but mainly sand. If you provide the plants everything to the water column, it works.
Yeah. Did you go to Huntingdon Regional College in California Road? Dave? Did you go to Huntingdon College? Oh, it's gone. I don't know. I didn't go. Are the acrylic supports available to buy alone? No. That's an easy one. What type of fish are those? I don't know. I don't know what fish you're talking about. Maybe these? These are called Harlequin resporas. George, do you any power readings on a 90 centimetre aquarium? No, but I'm guessing about 40 micromoles at the substrate. Okay, I'm going to put this down now. Just going to put this down.
The other thing I kind of don't like about this rock wool technique, you see it from the side. So we really do it for the front view, for the final shots. But basically this kind of layout is not scape and sort of aquascaping driven. Maybe good for the shop, but tone, because here in the shop they get rescaped, I think, pretty frequently, George, right?
Depends. Some of these have been running over 2 years. This is over 2 years old, this one.
So at home I wouldn't use this rock wool, and I would use something that looks nicer from the sides. And I just wanted to make something, I don't want to say iconic, but yeah, something that is they don't have here at Aquarium Gardens yet, so it stands out from the other layouts.
George, do I like the Finex planted 24/7 light? I don't know. I've never actually experienced Finex lighting. Have you
I
heard
think
of
this is
Finex?
something they have in the US.
I think it's quite a popular
So
budget light. I guess it's fine. George, why the polyfill? So this is just to stop any migration of the soil onto the sand, basically. So your recommendation is the Twin Star E over the Twin Star S. Only in terms of budget. I mean, I prefer the S, but it is a lot more expensive. So that's what it boils down to. Thank you so much to someone that's left a super chat for me. Really, really appreciate that. Whoever it was, if they comment right now, let me know, because I've lost you in the stream of comments. But yeah, I really, really appreciate it, and I'd like to give you a personalised shout out if you can. This super chat isn't for the. I'm not in it for the money. This is just to spread the love. But obviously, any donations will be invested back into my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate it. Hi George, what's your secret on growing Hygrophila punitipedia low tech? There is no secret, really. Just good nutrients, good circulation. Don't need CO2 if it's low tech, obviously. Just keep on top of your nutrients and your circulation levels. Limit organic waste. And that's it, guys. Greetings from Bulgaria. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good Samaritan. Cheers, George. Thank you. So it's really coming together now, guys. Hope you're enjoying the whole process. Jurijs is very, very good at this sort of thing. Arguably better than me, dare I say it.
You mind me asking you to also monitor a little bit the Facebook comments?
Sure.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, my YouTube followers. I'm going to have to go on to Jurijs' Facebook followers now. Jurijs, they say that you're really bad. Your aquascape's terrible.
I suck at aquascaping.
Yeah. Careful, don't hit your fingers. You look like Thor. What did you guys do before you became professional aquascapers? That's a good question. Jurijs?
Well, I was a bank employee, so I did an apprenticeship in a private bank, started working in the bank, and then I kind of quickly realized that I cannot move forward as fast as I want, like in the career ladder in the bank, without study it. So I started study economics and what was it, like finance. I left bank to study full time because I decided that working and studying at the same time would force me to stop with aquascaping. I was already doing it like heavily in my free time. So I quit or left the bank. I started go to the university, and it was around 2012, and numerous opportunities showed up. And kind of within 1 year, my aquascaping career went through the roof. I had no time to go to the university anymore, and I decided just to focus all on this because basically I wanted to explore it, to see what's possible, and there was no need to study what was it, like business and finance to being an aquascaper. And so I decided to go full time, and I already had no time to go to university anymore, and then became full-time aquascaper. And since then, I haven't, regret my decision. So I kind of changed my focus within my aquascaping career a lot. At the beginning, it was lots and lots of workshops, trade shows, lots and lots of private customers and maintenance, and now is more of editorial work for publishers, for magazines. Lots of viewers, it's good. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please share if you like. And so then, starting doing lots of social media and doing some multimedia stuff for companies like Tropica and ADA. You can find some tutorials I created for ADA about soil, about fertilizer, and like step-by-step tutorials on just. Oh. You should have seen this. Jurijs is sitting on the floor, trying to lean back, and there's like small, I know this.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, lots of water on the floor. But it's okay. So Jurijs, what about you? How do you become aquascaper, professional, full-time?
I'm just going to say, if you look at one of my previous videos on my YouTube channel, it's called How I Became a Professional Aquascaper.
Oh, you're a lazy guy, you're just referring to
that just says it all. It's 45 minutes long, and I'm sure people don't want 45 minutes of me talking about. Long story short, I used to be in the Royal Air Force, used to go to Afghanistan, get blown up and got hit, shot at and all sorts of stuff. Hated it and thought I'd do aquascaping instead.
And if we can... It's a question I get asked a lot, how to become a professional. But just give me this little bit, what's in the other.
It's a really good question. I get it asked all the time.
How to become. The thing is, as you see just us now here doing this stuff, and you think, oh, it's like a dream job. But what you don't see is, making cold calls, reaching out to companies.
Working for free?
Yes,
grinding it.
Working for free, you need reference. You need experience.
Yeah.
First, and
experience,
to get jobs you need reference. So it's like
just keep on scaping.
It's like
keep on scaping.
It's like a cat biting its own tail. You need experience to get experience. You need jobs to get jobs. You need experience. Or references. So you have to start somewhere. So at the beginning you do stuff for free a lot, and a lot of people who do it on the side, they dump the prices. So it's hard to make money at the beginning. But I would say it's best to do some quality. Don't jump into the cold water. Leave your safe harbor without having enough funds for the starting period, or without having already like a bunch of customers. And then you can do the switch. But it's still possible, I believe. The thing is, it doesn't need like a lot of people doing the workshops. It needs a lot of people to set up aquariums. It needs a lot of people to do the maintenance and clean the aquariums. If you think of all the companies, all the hospitals, all the dentists, all the lawyers, there's so many possibilities in every city and country. I don't mind sharing this advice. I don't feel like competitive against somebody who is working in the same city as I do. I live in Frankfurt. I don't know if it's a million city or not, but I believe there is enough room for several professional aquascapers like me, because there is, like I say, literally millions of potential customers in one big city. If you live in Berlin, if you live in London, if you are, I don't know, Lisbon, wherever you live. There is so many people in the world. We have, I don't know, 7 billion humans on this earth, and I think there is enough work for everyone. You just have to find your niche, and to find it, you have to put in the hard work first. Yeah. So you start somewhere small, do easy stuff, and then you can develop from there, and also raise the price you're asking for the work. And if you have years and years of experience, like George and I, we started almost 10 years ago with our careers. Well, we haven't registered the companies, but George has been founder of UCAPS, which is the UK Aquatic Plant Society. I was administrator and later the admin of Aquascaping World, and so we helped so many people. I don't know, I meet people somewhere at meetings, they tell me, oh, you remember 5 years ago, you've been the one who introduced me to aquascaping. Oh really, I can't remember. I answer so many beginners questions, and yeah, if you put in the work, you can make it, but don't expect an overnight success, because it wasn't for me, it wasn't for George, and it won't be for you, definitely not. So it's hard work every day, and well, maybe after 10 years you will really start enjoying it, you will have a good life, but at the beginning it will be, you will have to hustle.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you agree what I said?
Well, yeah, very wise words. Yeah, don't be afraid to work for free. Get your name out there. Go to your local shop. Say, your display tank sucks. I can do much better. Let me do it for free for you. They'll love.
Dave, your display tank sucks.
All your displays suck, Dave. Get Jurijs over here. Get him to redo them all.
Yeah, George. Just for reference, I do it here now for free. I don't.
Yeah. So Jurijs is over here for free.
Yeah.
Which
so
is.
Obviously, we do work for Tropica the next days. So thank you, Tropica, for paying my flight tickets at least to the UK.
Yeah.
But this is like private fun. I don't get paid by.
No, this is all.
It's a privilege for me. I'm honored to be here in this Mr. Farmer gallery and to scape one tank that stands next to George Farmer. He's staying to. Jeff Sensky, his piece of art, it's like promotion. So I still do it for free. I'm 10 years in, but there has to be a balance.
Yeah, you have to make a living as well. So.
I think I'm finished with a hardscape with filling.
Awesome.
George, what do you think?
I think it looks amazing, mate. I've kind of lost.
Don't say it sucks.
No, it looks really good, mate. Well done.
Or I will get some ultracularia for you.
No. Yeah. Bear in mind, I've got to maintain this, so it looks really good. Just going to get a bit of a close up on your Facebook.
Yeah, guys, I will take over on Facebook now. So if I missed some comments on Facebook, please apologize, or I apologize. Please forgive me. I will show you a close up of the hardscape. Now is the time to ask the questions.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying, wish I could get into aquascaping in my country, and when I started 10 years ago, 10 years plus actually, aquascaping was so small in the UK, and you just have to become a leader almost. You have to take the bull by the horns. You have to, you have to take the lead. You have to make a name for yourself. You have to go to shops. You have to go on the internet and post photos of your aquascapes and just grind it. Just promote aquascaping. Just believe in yourself and just keep at it, and eventually you'll get your lucky break. Hopefully you might get a nice contract with a shop or a magazine or whatever, and then just keep working it. That's what I did. I got spotted by PFK. I was writing in letters to PFK, Practical Fish Keeping magazine, and then it's a big backstory, and you can see that on my channel if you go onto the how I became a professional aquascaper video. But if you're seriously interested in aquascaping, you want to make a career out of it, then there's nothing stopping you. You just have to, just do it, practice it. Be prepared to work for free. You might have to do it alongside another job. You can't necessarily give up your full-time income to pursue your hobby, because you need that, financial stability. But do it on the side. Offer articles to magazines. Offer your services to local aquarium shops so you can aquascape there, maybe do a workshop for free, and then just build up from that, really.
So what I'm doing right now, it may be quite interesting for you. So I went to the front and checked the view, and I see that on, whoops, sorry Apple Watch, sorry Steve Jobs. So on the right side you can see the rocks clearly going all the way to the back, and on this side it's kind of losing. But as you have seen, I've been standing all the time behind the aquarium. I haven't seen the aquarium from the front, so it comes from the 10-year experience. Not exactly 10 years, but you know, doing it for a living. I do a lot of workshops, so I stand behind the aquarium, so I know how to lay out, how it approximately looks from the front, and then I have to readjust when I check it. So now I see they're like too low, so I will fill up this gap over here with sand. More. Yes, the rocks will disappear, but this will allow me to pull up the small rocks in the back to make them more visible. And maybe Stefan can tell me if it's improving.
Yeah, it's better. Needs a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's add more sand over here. Push some soil against them and then raise them a little bit more. So, and in the end, you know, when you do the final shot, you put your camera over there, you connect the camera to the TV, and you know, you check it with your lens, wide angle lens on the TV, and you probably readjust everything.
Yeah, that's really good.
So George, maybe you want to smash some rocks for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks. Did you know I had once Oliver not preparing plants for me?
Yeah?
Yeah, I will never forget.
He's Oliver Knott. He's Oliver Knott.
Oliver Knott. Oliver Knott is like the European godfather of aquascaping.
What, bigger than George Farmer?
Huh? No, Oliver was doing aquascaping for living when George and I were still in baby shoes, kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Oliver started like 20 years ago with aquascaping.
How big do you want, mate? How's that?
Yeah, smaller please, like
Oh,
really
yeah.
small. Yeah. Yeah, so I have to pull up the stones up a little bit. And I might need like a little bit more soil for the background. Yeah, it's perfect.
We've got soil though, we're doing this in a new bag.
Yeah, I need a new bag. I got a ready one here. Got the
What do you think
scissors?
the rocks is enough? Or let me check from the front myself. Yeah, it's already better. It's at least visible. It wasn't before. So I might keep it as it is.
Need more salt?
Hmm?
Do you
Yeah,
want
more
more
soil.
salt?
Yes, please. So, especially with the diorama style aquariums, it's back and forth, readjusting everything so it looks perfect. And yeah, please don't judge either me or George or anybody else doing a live shop, live workshop, or judge their work based on a live workshop. I mean, if you see it live, it's just 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever. Yes, I prepared the hardscape a little bit before the sandbox, but it's not exactly the same.
It's
thing
different,
as
yeah,
you
it's
see
very
here.
different.
And you know, the guys who aim for IPLC contests, who aim for winning, who aim for top 27, whatever, those guys, they take like 3 months just working dry without adding plants. So they put stones inside, add details, take stuff away, take pictures of it, considering taking like real like final shots, like pictures with wide angle lens, check it, I don't know, 20 times, send it to their friends or masterminds.
It's a daily thing, isn't it? It's a daily maintenance thing.
Yes, so it takes like months to create a winning hardscape for a winning scape for IPLC. I think nobody who is winning IPLC is making it like in 2 hours. And this has been, I don't know how long the live stream is running, probably around 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and a half, I don't know. But it's like freestyle, almost freestyle. So I picked up whatever rocks have been available. I had to make my choice very fast. I'm using plants that are available nothing ordered, so it's been a spontaneous idea. Yeah, so definitely not trying to, how to say, it's not an excuse. It's just mentioning, because some people, or I'm for myself a perfectionist, and I'm sometimes not happy with the layout I created during a live stream afterwards. But I'm saying it more to myself to kind of calm a little bit. Sometimes I wish I had more time, but I mean, travel the world, you know, on a spontaneous trip like this, and then I don't know, take 2 days, 3 days just to set up one aquarium. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, ridiculous. I don't know if it's the right word. Oh. Just putting in some solid in here. One more cup. Where's George? Went outside.
George went outside, yeah.
Okay.
He took a small break.
Small break.
Yeah. There you go. Looking good.
So I would keep it as it is, as you can see, or I showed you before in the back. So the sun path doesn't go all the way around, because I want to have like a little bit more plant mass there. So it's like a little of a fake. Or George, you prefer me to make the sun path all the way around?
No, it's fine as it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a view from the front.
Just to have more plant mass. Nice plant, more plants in the back. Yeah, now it's time to prepare the plants. Where do we do it? On the bench over here.
There is some water there. So Jurijs is going to prepare the plants. Going to get a bowl full of water. Thank you for that comment, Jurijs, is it? Let's have a look. Controlling and stabilising CO2, pH, KH, GH. Yeah, it's just water changes really. That's all you need to do. Lots of water changes. Have you ever tried the Jurijs LED lights and Jurijs RGB lights? No, I haven't, but they're good. All lights are good.
Okay.
Plants aren't fussy.
Let's take a step back so we can show a little bit of the plant preparation.
George, what substrate
From this
level
angle.
PAR would you suggest in a low-tech aquarium? Probably 10 to 20 micromoles. That's all you need. I've got a budget scape. You can, if you go on my channel and look through previous videos, you'll see a budget aquascape I did recently. No CO2, had a 20 watt beams work LED on it. It's quite high light actually, but you can grow anything pretty much, and it just grows slower without CO2.
George, what's going on with the plants?
Sorry, mate.
With the plants, prepare the plants.
Yeah, sure.
Several tweezers. No, we can do it here. So I sit down, I put the Facebook there, you can take a YouTube.
Yeah. So what do you want first, Monte Carlo?
No, I will do it myself. You can film and I will explain.
Oh, okay.
It goes quickly, so I don't need much assistance. You want your...
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys preparing the plants.
You take both, Facebook as well, so it's visible like close up with the hands. Turn around a little bit more.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool here.
Yep, that's good there. Yep, so Jurijs is going to prepare the pots. Tropico 1-2 grow, tissue cultured. So many advantages over tissue cultured versus potted.
So we have here Monte Carlo.
Really easy carpeting plant. Peel the lid off.
This lid is patented by Tropica, so it's breathing, so it's really cool. Fresh air can get in and out, but no bacteria, so it stays clean. And if you take up the lid,
Pour the liquid out.
you can have the water just run out, just like this. Take out the plant, and it's basically ready to use. So what I do, I go from the bottom, I open up, create some sort of like a stripe, you know, like,
Yeah, like a unravel it.
yeah, I level it a little bit, and then I kind of divide it into first 2 pieces, then into 4 pieces, and making each piece smaller and smaller. So I end up having at least, I think 8 pieces.
But yeah, 8 or 10 pieces out of one pot. No problem, is it?
So, like this. I hope it was visible. I can do another one with the next Monte Carlo. George, can you
So your Facebook one.
make sure it's visible on both live streams?
Yep.
So take out, you see the liquid medium is, yeah, it's liquid. You can squeeze it out like water. And then just divide into small pieces with your hands. Just like this. Sometimes a little bit tough to see where it's bottom, where it's upside. Okay, so this was Monte Carlo. Back into the cup. Next, I'm going to prepare the Hardscape Mini. This is probably the smallest Hardscape species available on the market. Same thing here, it's liquid medium. Open the lid, just pour out the liquid medium, take out the plant. You can give it a quick wash. Maybe I could wash it in one of the Jurijs display tanks, so we get some extra nutrients. But I don't know. Better not to do it. Some people they actually do it. They use this liquid medium as a fertilizer in their own tanks, but this is nothing I have tested myself, and I cannot recommend it as I don't have my own experience. George, have you ever tried this liquid medium as a fertilizer?
No.
Because it also has like plant hormones.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. I know some people use it and it goes like crazy. So same thing with Hardscape. Just open up and divide from the bottom. Just pinch small pieces. The reason I do it from the bottom, I have like full plants from the bottom. If I do upside down, yeah, from the top to the bottom, then I kind of just rip off the plant into several pieces, and I end up having more loose pieces.
Someone's asking what we think about dirted tanks. So, with like
Dirted.
dirted tanks,
Yeah,
soil.
we don't do it in
We don't do
Europe.
dirt,
Yeah, we don't do it in Europe. So
No experience with it really.
we use like fertilized substrate, something like Tropica substrate or Danone. What is it called?
Scape of soil.
No, the fertilized bottom layer.
Oh,
Deposit mix.
deposit mix. Yeah.
Deposit mix or Tropica
Or-
substrate topped with gravel, or we go for aquarium soil.
Because you know what you're going to get. With dirted, it's all a bit. You don't know what what you're adding.
Dirted
Really.
is like potting soil,
Yeah.
and basically, if you do it wrong, you have cloudy water, you have bad smell, you have all kind of problems. If you do it right, it can work. I think
Yeah.
Diana Waldstedt describes this method
Yeah.
in one of her books.
Yeah.
But those are low energy, slow growing aquariums. They're not like high energy aquascaping tanks. If you want to go high energy aquascaping with, this, I don't know, Iwagumi diorama style, lots
Just
of
to do-
crafting plants, the best thing I recommend is always to go with soil. It looks natural, the plants are surrounded by the nutrients.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of questions. This video will be available to watch after this live event, so that's cool. And someone's asking if we've got any Limnophila hyperoides in right now at Aquarium Gardens. So I'm just going to check for you.
Are you accepting orders for YouTube? That's kind of cool. We should have like a discount code for YouTubers exclusive. So yeah, I divide it like this, and then I form small like portions like this to plant them, and I put them basically just back in this cup.
Just to make it easier to plant.
Someone just asked if we had any Limnophila hyperoides in. Unfortunately, we're out of stock, but there will be in some next week.
Is this good angle? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's a good angle.
Yeah, so we have next Helantium tenellum green.
Used to be Echinodoros tenellus.
Yeah, green version or broadleaf. The Echinodoros tenellum, yeah, it stays green, so it's not like the real one that gets reddish. It's a green version. It's a nice plant, and as you can see in comparison to Jurijs, you can guess what I'm gonna do. I will use the Echinodoros tenellum or Helantium tenellum. You get used to this name. I'm gonna use this in the foreground and the Jurijs in the back to sort of decrease the
Accentuate the depth. Yeah.
Yeah. So the illusion, like you have the same plant but it's very far away. This is a little bit tough to separate.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. We've got 142 people watching right now on my YouTube, Jurijs. So, do you want to say anything to the guys?
Guys, thanks for watching. Keep on scaping.
Keep on scaping.
You're singing it. Keep on scaping.
Keep on scaping, yeah.
Did the new and exclusive George Farmer ringtone?
Yeah. George, just set up an Aquascape 300, great tank. How do you balance having adequate flow for the plants, not too strong? Well, that's a really tricky question. It's all to do with like the actual outlet. So if you have a lily pipe, you can kind of use lots of circulation, but it's spreading that circulation around the tank rather than like a turbulent flow, if that makes sense. That's quite a tricky one, really. Top 5 aquarium plant lights. Wow.
Top 5.
Where do you start? ADA Solar RGB is my number 1,
It's top number 1.
but that's super expensive. And I'll go for Twin Star after that. I'm going to go Twin Star.
What about
Twin Star number 2.
number 2?
The S series Twin Star.
Probably, based on availability on what we tested ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna name any products that we haven't tested because there's so many on the market.
You've got Loopy LED, the Jurijs. What do you think about Loopy LED?
It's not like real RGB. So it has the red, green, and blue, obviously, but the color mix. It has this slightly pinkish tint. If you have lots of green plants in an aquarium, it will look good. But if you have like a Jibagumi with grey rocks, lots of sand area, you don't have this. I miss a little bit of green color in my setup right now.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how it will change when I do a different layout under the Loopy LED with lots of greens. I have seen some from Felipe Oliveira in Portugal. They look good with the Loopy LED. What's really cool about the Loopy LED? And you know, I have to talk about it so the people understand why Loopy LED is so expensive. Look, the Loopy LED has got, you know, it's not just a thin stripe, it's not just one spot, it's a huge area.
It's an array. It's an LED array. It's like a
a
proper like surface, like a matrix.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like the entire aquarium surface is covered by the LEDs, and it has lots of small chips, and you can control every chip manually. So you can basically dim the light in the foreground, make it a little bit brighter in the background. If you have a red plant, you can make it extra red light just above this red plant. And if you have on one area a piece of wood close to the water surface, you can take away the power just right there. And this is, I think this is unique on the market. You can control each cluster individually by intensity, by saturation of the light and the color of the light.
Yeah.
And it's 2-in-1, so it works for fresh and marine water as well. The light has several profiles which are preset that you can use. You can create your own profiles, very unique profiles. You can create like ramp ups and downs, make use of several profiles. The possibilities are endless. If you have a marine tank, you can make for each coral different light if you want.
Yeah.
And
It's basically ultimately configurations are infinite, aren't they? You can spell your own name in it.
yeah.
You know, that's that crazy. So
It's expensive. This is the backside. Or
yeah,
the
it's
downside.
very expensive. So some people are asking about Kessel. I'll use Kessel. They're very good. Quite expensive as well. But yeah, they're really cool for that shimmer effect. They're a point source LED. So
Just really quick, next plant I'm preparing is Marsilea crenata. This is a small one. It will go along with the Galantium tonellum in the foreground, and we have Monte Carlo in the background. So again, slightly bigger in the front ground, slightly smaller in the background. I'm starting to freeze.
you're a bit cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
shut
open.
that door. Yeah. Okay, someone's asking about. All I'll say about lighting is actually the plants aren't that fussy. It's all to do with how you see that light. So you can pretty much grow any aquarium plant under any light as long as there's enough of that light. So you can, you know, you can go really cheap. You can go like LED floodlights from a DIY store, or you can go other extreme LED, you know, loopy LED or AGA. It's sort of all about what you want to live with. You know, the plants aren't fussy. That's what I'm going to say. So as long as you've got enough light and that light's penetrating the plant, and that plant will grow. Do you want to live with that light? Does that light look good over your tank? Are you happy with how it looks? Are you happy with the colour rendition of the plants, etc.? That's the bigger question.
Something which we haven't talked about yet is the control of the light. I mean, the lupulate is the ultimate control. At the downside of the solar RGB of ADA is you kind of dim it.
Your taxi. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of a break there. My friend's taxi is
Just to
just
say
arrived.
goodbye to
so-
Stefan. He's moving back. Okay, he'll get wet hands.
No matter. Thank you very much.
Right,
Take
take
care.
care, mate.
Yeah.
Right, you're happy with what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
taxis to Bedford,
Yeah.
and then Bedford to.
To continue, the downside of the ADA solar RGB is it doesn't have a dimmer or app control. So lights like lupulate, they have the ultimate control. Then you have, I think, pretty affordable the O&F flat one I have at home, which is controllable. They have an app. I think at Ladies they have an app to control their light. I believe for Twin Star they have the small dimmers that you can build in the power cable. They don't have an app, but small dimmers, so you can adjust the intensity of the Twin Star, but you cannot kind of program it with it. What else? What other kind of lights? We know LEDs. How many we mentioned? We mentioned solar RGB, lupulate, Twin Star, O&F, Athletics. There are 5.
Yeah.
We have Aquasky, or Kessel. We have mentioned Kessel.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we have Aquasky, but Aquasky is just daylight. The new Aquasky G, which has strong green, like the neck green metal halide they had before. I haven't tested myself. It's probably good for Iwadumis with mainly grey rocks and green plants.
Yep.
But if you want to go for red stamps, if you have wood in your aquarium, you definitely want RGB. So it looks just so much nicer, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
photoshopped.
Yeah.
These solar RGB, sometimes people ask me, how do you edit your pictures? And I'm like,
No editing.
no editing. And you know, honestly, in the past, I mean, we all do Instagram. We do a little bit of filters, a little bit sharpness, a little bit details here and there, like vignette or maybe like what is it called? Just playing with the sharpness and
Clarity.
Huh? Clarity, yeah, and you have this, what is it called?
Saturation.
No, tilt.
Tilt shift.
Yeah, tilt shift effect, and you also can add saturation in Instagram as a filter. And honestly, on the RGB lights, I mean those Twin Star lights or the ADA solar RGB, I sometimes take the saturation
Down.
Yes, because it's like it looks almost oversaturated on the pictures. It's maybe the JPEG profile of the phone. I use my iPhone for photos. If you have a Samsung, it's probably even more candy if you photograph an RGB light or plants under the RGB light. You get like really nice reds and greens.
Okay.
Pinata ready. Everything else, I think. One more plant. I'm not sure about the Pinata. We have hydrophila Pinata here. I'm not sure if they're gonna use it, so I will keep it in the
box.
In the cup because it's very easy to clean it. Next one is Rotala Hara. This is for behind the rocks. Again, is there
This
any
is an epic plant. I love this.
Oh, this one is actually not completely liquid.
Proper jelly.
No, this is a little bit jelly. They might have changed, so I think on some plants they're like testing. I don't know either. I mean, I do some work for Tropica, but I don't know everything. So this bucket Stefan brought comes in handy. Let's give it a gentle wash.
OMG, it's my favourite people, says Justin Spall from H2O Plants. You know Justin from H2O Plants? American plant company.
H2O, Justin?
Yeah, Justin Spall.
Isn't him... Well... I think it's like a nickname. Who is
No,
Luchador Ignacio? I think it's a nickname, right?
What?
Huh?
What's the nickname?
Or he's using it like as a profile.
Justin, H2O Plants, let me know what your real name is.
No, I think this is his real name.
Jurijs knows you.
Yeah, but who is Luchador Ignacio from? He's using this sometimes, like for his giveaways or for something.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's his private profile.
It's Justin. Yeah, his name's Justin. Oh, that's Jake, my...
His employee?
Yeah, honestly.
Or is a fake account to pretend he's got an assistant? Just joking. Yeah, I mean, with social media nowadays, I try to learn the people behind the accounts. You know, some people, they, especially the curated accounts, like on Instagram, like Wet Arms, Aquarium Hobby, Aquascape NL, Ibrio, Italy. I don't know, guys from Glass Aqua, you know, TMK, Aquarist, South.
Do you know ADA Italy?
Huh?
You know the account behind ADA Italy?
ADA Italy?
Yeah.
I don't know, they're fake, I don't like them.
No.
They never follow anyone, they never give credit.
They've stolen so many of my images.
They steal everyone's images and
Yeah.
they don't care, and they don't follow anyone, they don't give credit. This is maybe an interesting topic. I don't mind if somebody is sharing my work on social media when he's using the sharing function on Facebook, because then it's linked automatically. Or people like to repost because it gives like better reach, because Facebook thinks it's original content. But please tag me. I don't mind if you repost, but tag me. Give credit. You know, like who is the owner of the original picture. Same for Instagram. You can do the repost or you can re-upload. I don't care. I put up my work on Instagram because I want to share with you guys. But just give credit, tell who is the owner of the picture, whether it's me, whether it's George, or anybody else, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
yeah,
do it,
we're happy for our work to be shared as long as we get credit for it.
Yeah, and the point is, if you don't do it, it's piracy.
Yeah.
It's actually piracy. You are not allowed to share anything without permission of the people. If you find something on the web and you re-upload it, and you write something like picture found on web, this is illegal.
Yeah.
If somebody wants, he can get you like in real trouble.
Yeah.
And it can be really expensive. Can be for this, because those curated accounts, they repost. When they repost, they do a lot. not just once. It's like downloading music or movies from the internet. It's the same thing. If you don't have written permission from the person, you're not allowed. It's even, I would say, it's like dark zone or gray zone if you take a screenshot or repost something and without asking, but you give credit. Even if you give credit, it's still gray zone. It's sort of tolerated because, a lot of people are used to it and they are happy, especially when bigger accounts repost it, or like the curators repost it and give some, like traffic juice back, some new followers go and check out the original account. It's all good, it's all fine. But, if you take it by the loss, like, if somebody would be like, I don't know, like really rude, he could easily sue every one of those. If you don't have anything in written form by the person, yes, you're allowed to use my photos. It's gray zone. So folks, always ask for permission, give credit whenever it's possible, and if you find something on the internet you don't know who made it, you can use Google reverse image search. So you can upload the photo to Google, and Google will tell you where it appears on the internet.
Justin's like,
Huh?
Justin's LOL, Jurijs going on a rant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is an interesting one, isn't it? Intellectual property, where do you draw the line between happy to share stuff, but also you want that credit to be taken for your own hard work?
I mean,
back in the day, when I first started out, I was just happy to, if someone like posted one of my photos somewhere, I'll be flattered, and I'll be thinking, oh, they like it enough to, share it. But now it's like, well, actually, I've worked really hard for that. I'm self-employed. I've worked. I've taken time out of my day. That's my life. I've shared it, and now you're potentially reaping the benefits from that hard work that I've created. So why don't you give me credit for that? And that's where I kind of.
It's a good point. So I differentiate. If a curated account that is not running any business is reposting, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well,
if they're not making money from it, if they're not like financially gaining from your work, that's kind of okay. Because if they're promoting your work and you're getting some sort of recognition for that, then that's fine. If they're posting your work without your permission and they're gaining financial reward from your work, that's where I draw the line. That's when I get cross, because they're taking the mickey. I'm not going to swear because
in the photography world there is they call it TFP, time for promo, or time for picture. So aspiring models or aspiring photographers, they come together, they help each other. The model needs pictures, the photographer needs a model. So this aspiring photographer is photographing this aspiring model, and he gives her the pictures for free because she was modeling for free. It's an agreement, and usually they make a written agreement, so later on nobody can say anything to each other.
Yeah.
But like you just said, George, like if a curated account is sharing something and it's just for fun, just to promote the hobby, is okay. I mean, at some point, even those curated accounts, they start taking money for, advertising on their accounts. So they do benefit financially, but I think it's still okay because we benefit if they give us a shout out, give us a credit, we get new followers, it's all fine. But if a shop is sharing the pictures without asking for permission, and they really they do sell stuff for life, for business, then I get angry, or pissed, or you name it, because George and I, we spend money for the photo equipment. We spend a lot of time taking the photos, editing the photos, making the aquariums, buying all the aquariums gear, and growing the aquariums, getting them to this stage where they look nice. And it took us years to gain the skills and everything, and somebody's just taking it for free, and Yeah, that's not good. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
I mean,
And
look, I think there is a lot of small shops who maybe cannot afford to buy pictures from a professional, but they can easily team up with somebody local who can they maybe pay with Hardscape or with plants or with fish or with any gear they need, like store credit. So if you are a small shop owner and you need quality pictures and you don't want to use something from the internet because you don't want to get into any problems, just look on Facebook. For each area there is a local group, or you can ask around in your community and people will name somebody who is coming from your area. Just reach out, ask the person if they can give you some photos you can use on your webpage, and you are safe. Make a written agreement with this person, give them store credit, and the person whose images you share, in this case, he will help promote your store. So it's like win-win situation, or win-win-win.
yeah, definitely.
George, Webb, enough renting. Let's start.
Yeah, let's plant.
I prepared plenty of plants. I need a spray bottle before I start planting.
Yeah, let's get one for you. Smash the like.
Yeah, smash it.
What do you think about limitations to publish pictures of the tanks? Oh, that's a tricky one.
People on Facebook, probably everybody fall asleep already.
Okay, right, we're going to plant now.
Hi Monika, Grüße nach Deutschland. Arts Committee, class action lawsuit, escapers versus ADA Italy. I don't know what this ADA Italy thing is because Italian aquascapers buy their products in Germany. Literally,
Really?
like literally, yes. I don't know what this ADA Italy thing is. They used to be like ADA Italy like 20 years ago. They've been distributing ADA products all over Europe, but nowadays, I don't know.
I sent them like cease and desist emails. I sent them like an official legal email.
But no response.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to plant this tank now.
Yeah, enough renting. We will start planting. Maybe George can tell you something. I need a small break.
Comfort break. Okay, so Jurijs is taking a little bit of a comfort break. I'm here right now. Shall I get in front of the camera? Where's this one? So, welcome to the live stream of Jurijs at Aquarium Gardens. We're going to plant this beautiful diorama style iwagumi. We've prepared a load of Tropico 1-2 grow pots right there. Probably more than enough actually.
Do we have a spray bottle? Yes. No?
Dave's going to get a spray bottle for Jurijs.
Which one was mine?
Most, isn't it? Is there any left?
I don't know which one was mine.
Whichever you want, mate.
Do we have any diseases? No?
About any diseases. So, this is going to be running long term here at Aquarium Gardens. I'm going to be maintaining it.
We don't have a spray bottle.
Low pressure.
What do you want? You want a spray bottle? Please, roll me.
Why don't you have your iPad to read the comments? I feel like we are really missing out because we're not perfectly engaging. Yeah, you're doing a better job with YouTube. And the guys over on Facebook, very sorry. Probably next time we will choose either we go YouTube or Facebook, one of both. It's too much running 2 live streams simultaneously. Again, cute little bottle, like the little hammer. Look here. See the bottle and the hammer. So we first spray George a little bit, and then we hammer him.
That's for another video. Okay. So,
yeah. How about smashing the tank live?
do you know what? In all seriousness, I thought about a bit of a video about
Smashing a tank.
natural destruction. You know, like the way that humans are impacting on the planet, destroying it. So you create a beautiful nature aquarium, and
you pour in like lots of hydrogen peroxide, and you can watch the plants how they die.
Literally, just hold it up and then just
Drop it down,
and that's
slow motion.
Humans' impacts on the planet, all summed up in that dropping of the nitroglycerin, smashing it into pieces.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Controversial, yeah. Somebody
People are like, "Oh."
somebody would say,
What are you doing that for?
we cannot afford this, and you just smash it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I've not done it.
It's like the people who smash iPhones just for clicks on YouTube.
Yeah.
They get the newest iPhone 10, they get out of the Apple shop, there's still like hundreds of people waiting. I got the iPhone 10, clutch,
Yeah.
smash it on the floor,
Yeah.
just to get a viral video. Like this one guy from Canada, Unbox Therapy, he bended the iPhone Plus. The bend gate. The bend gate, the aquascaping gate.
Anyway, we digress. So, Jurijs going to plant now, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can just keep sitting here. I think it adds to the video. Not really.
I can do to the.
I know. Where did I put the plants? I put it on top here. Okay, I'm starting.
Jurijs is a ranter. I love it. It says H2O plants.
Yeah, I have to rent more often.
Okay, so Jurijs is going to plant. What are you going to do first? What plant?
Monte
Carlo.
Carlo. I don't know what to start first. Sorry.
Start the front.
Yeah, let's start with Monte Carlo first. In the foreground. But basically, I wanted to use, where is it? Marsilea crenata in the foreground and Monte Carlo in the background. That's what I said. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick to this plan. So we're using a small Marsilea. So this is the way I plant it. Take small clumps, form
How you plant.
nice portions with my fingers. Insert the
This is
ground
how
with
we
my finger
plant
on
it.
top, and then pull out the tweezers. Yeah. Give everyone a close look. So put the Marsilea in the foreground. Hopefully it will spread fast and prevent the soil from coming to the front. I'm planting from front to back. This way I create a natural barrier for the soil to stay in the back. And I sometimes get asked, you know, when I create like really high slopes, and people ask, how do you keep the slope without the soil coming to the front? And it's basically planting very, very dense from the beginning.
Yeah.
So within just a few weeks,
All those ready.
everything is covered, and when everything is covered, the soil can't come to the front anymore.
Yeah.
George, if you want, but you have to, I need it. Please get one more pot of Marsilea crenata and prepare it for me, please.
Yeah, sure. My friend Pete's just commented. I did escape for him last week. And you might have seen the video.
I've seen it. Debugumi?
Pete Suvagumi.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. We had a massive.
Real fan watching all your videos.
We had a massive drama with floating Monte Carlo.
Huh?
You planted all the Monte Carlo and we filled up with water and they all floated. Simply.
What floated?
All the Monte Carlo.
Your Monte Carlo floated?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much. Well, one floated, he tried to replant it, and then the next one floated, replant.
Okay guys, this is a pro tip here. We aquascapers will plant the tanks without water. This way, after planting and taking out the tweezers, the soil fall around the plant and keeps it in the substrate. If you do it with water, and when you take your tweezers out, the moment you do it, the plant is loose and it's floating up. To prevent it, take the water down, or do it like I do right now. So you plant it, I don't know if it's visible on YouTube as well. You put it down, put your finger on top, and then you take out the tweezers. And you can plant with all carpeting plants. You can put them really deep in the substrate, so just they stick out just a little bit. It's enough for the plant, and then they will grow out. It's in the back where all the tissue culture plants are.
Okay.
So now George is gone, and I can mess up his YouTube stream and tell you weird things what to do, but I won't do it. Okay, plant them here. So.
No, around. Should be there.
Jurijs, where are they?
Marsilea Creata?
Yeah.
It was on this Tropica
prepared?
shelf. Huh?
All
Is that-
prepared.
there,
Oh, it's up there.
right next to it.
Huh? But then with more. We have one more pot of Marsilea
Oh,
Creata.
sorry, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, just a new pot.
Jurijs.
George, can you please prepare it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, I will start with the Helantium tenellum. I don't know, let me put it somewhere here. I don't know if it's visible or not. Camera. Probably
Here's a
not.
question for you, Jurijs.
Huh?
Are tissue culture plants submerged form or immersed form?
What is the question?
Are they immersed or submersed?
It's a good question.
I
I would say they are half. They're like, you know, like transmitting because they're not completely submerged. Can you please divide it in small portions? So in the tropical liquid medium, because it's liquid, I think they are almost submerged because it's liquid medium. If it's like this gel type medium, I
Gel.
think gel type, I think it's more
immersed.
immersed, but it's like half. And if it's liquid medium, I would say it's like 75% submersed. But they adopt very, very quickly to the growth underwater, definitely much quicker than the plants you get from normal pots. And what I really liked about using in vitro cups only, you have no pest snares. And you have less algae problems in the aquarium. If the rocks haven't been used before in aquarium, there is like very little algae spores, so you very often have very easy start with very little algae. If you use potted plants, like any manufacturer, they're growing in very humid conditions in the greenhouse. There is like always some sort of algae spores and pest snails, duckweed, whatever, attached to the plants, and this is everything you can avoid with tissue culture plants. So doing Iwagumi layouts, I mean this one is not that bad, but on a bigger scale, like the one George did for Evolution Aqua head office, I think the 180 or what? How big was it?
Yeah, 6 foot. Yeah, 180
Yeah.
centimeter.
Like a really huge Iwagumi. I don't know how many 100 pots of Eleucharis he has planted.
100 pots.
100 pots, yeah.
Helicoris pavula.
It takes just hours of planting same plant over and over again. This is, nothing for live stream. Yeah, perfect moment for you to ask questions.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? I have a new tank in my office. I would love to escape. I would love some dragonstone to aquascape like George. Very good. Well, you can get dragonstone from Aquarium Gardens. $3.50 a kilo, Dave?
What's that?
Dragonstone.
Dragonstone, yeah, £3.50 a kilo.
£3.50 a kilo.
Yeah.
Hey George, how would you rate the lights on the Superfish Home 25? Pretty bad. I'm going to just get straight out there. Not very good. They're very the LED bar. It doesn't span the whole length of the aquarium, so on the edges of the tank you've got quite limited on your lighting. So I have grown a couple of aquascapes with it, but yeah, it's not the best. What tank is that you're using? This is a Delaware Scapers tank. It's a 50 litre. How can I get rid of algae on rocks? Toothbrush or a wire brush is the best thing, and then follow that up with a big water change just to dilute all those algae spores that you've just spread all around the tank. Can we see a full frontal of the tank? Yes. Jurijs Taylor. I was planning on doing a saltwater tank, but during my research on YouTube, it happened I stumbled across George's videos and was completely inspired. Now I'm obsessed. That's really good to hear. Thank you very much. It's all about inspiring a new generation of aquascapers. That's what I get my thrills from. So someone wants a full frontal. I can't really. So Jurijs is taking up most of the room, unfortunately, with his camera. But we can get a bit of...
I think by now everybody falls asleep anyway.
We've got 138 viewers
On
on
YouTube.
mine, and you've got 30 on yours. Yeah.
Yeah, the YouTubers, they're more active, I think. So, guys, if you...
Speaking of saltwater, would you do another one, George? Love the one you did with the mackerel and a cardinal fish. Yes, in a short answer to that is yes, I'd love to do another reef tank. I've got quite a few connections, so it's probably going to happen quite soon. Just see it as another challenge, really. Reef tanks. You ever done a reef tank, Jurijs?
Not yet. I had some plans on reefscaping. How to say? I planned, or I had some plans multiple times, but the thing is, I have so many ideas and projects on the freshwater side, and I kind of accomplish, like starting the YouTube thing. I want to do it first before starting something completely new that will take like a lot of time because it's like a completely new game.
Yeah.
I have
It's a whole new.
I read some books on marine, so I know how the basics works. I understand the physics, chemistry a little bit, what equipment is required, so I have basic understanding of marine. But starting it and or planning is two different things. And when I do something, I want to do it right. So I don't know. Every year I say this year I will do it, but to be honest, I think 2018 is not going to be the marine year for me to start. So it's still early this year, but I already say not 2018. Probably maybe next year I will start. I want first to accomplish some things in the freshwater. I have on my to-do list like for a long time. And when I have done this, then I will start the marine game, and I will reach out to you, George. You can help me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on marine by any stretch, but I do work with a company, Evolution Aqua. They do their own reef products, so Aquaforest. So I do have a few connections. So. Do you ever add fish to the tanks or just aquascape? Yeah, fish are a massive part of the aquascape. They're fundamental to give you movement, give you colour, give you a sense of like dynamic to the aquascape. So yeah, sure, we had fish. We choose the fish appropriately to match the aquascape. That's the big thing. So you know, shallow tanks, long tanks, you'd choose slender fish. Tall tanks, you'd choose a taller bodied fish. And we often use big shoals of the same species. We don't tend to use one or two fish of different species because it just looks a bit chaotic. Any tips on choosing fish for your scaping, Jurijs?
Well, based on aquarium size, amount of flow, so it has to match the needs of the fish as well. Not just shape of the fish that fits the scape, but the scape has to fit the needs of the fish. There are fish that tend to live in open water, so they are not scary to live in an aquarium like this. Don't ask me what kind of fish I would recommend for this aquarium right now. As I would
probably no fish, probably just shrimp in that one.
Yeah, shrimp are always fine, and I mean, the thing is, if even in this aquarium, if you take fish that usually don't live in open water, the point is we have no predators in here. So the fish, they might be scary at the beginning, but they get used to it because there is nobody chasing them.
Yeah.
They have no predators, they have good life, they have good food, good water quality. They get used to it. But then again, I mean, some fish are extremely scary. They have I don't know. If you take, for example, Galaxy Rospora, I would never put in this aquarium.
No.
I would feel uncomfortable.
No.
But if you go for a schooling fish like a neon or maybe like blue neon, Inesi, or if you go for Rospora Espe or something, or Ember Tetra, they're nice scalding fish with nice colors. They would match this aquarium very well, and because they scold, they feel safe.
Yeah.
Or protected in the fish skull, and maybe that's not completely correct. Some biotop aquarists would not agree with what we say, but to do it like 100% right, then you should keep the fish out of the aquarium, and the shrimp, like all animals, just plants.
Yeah. Do plants have feelings, do you think?
The plants have feelings as well.
No, do they? Do they have feelings?
Don't you speak to your plants?
Yeah.
I do.
Hello, little plant.
Bro.
I know Prince Charles does. It's not a CO2 when you're speaking to
I
them.
drink and I talk to plants. What do you need? New Moss Cotton t-shirt. I drink and I talk to plants.
I don't think you need to say I drink. You just say
You know where it comes from?
I talk to plant. I drink and I talk to plant.
No, like I drink and I know things. You know who said this? Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Ah.
You know Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I know what
You've heard about it, I told you. Judge Farmer has never watched Game of Thrones,
No,
guys.
sorry guys, no. Breaking Bad's my thing.
Blame George, he has never watched Game of Thrones. Come on!
No, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
So we have to watch together.
Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I did. A couple episodes.
Couple? What?
Like 2 or 3.
I
I think in the beginning is where this teacher, he's kind of really...
Yeah, chemistry teacher.
He's really kind of weird dude, and then he figures out one guy is creating this crystal meth thing,
Yeah.
and he shows him how to do it
Okay.
correctly, and then they're like, whoa, this stuff is like crazy good.
It's a bit more complex than that, but yeah, that's the main
But
story.
he's doing it like perfectly because he's
Yeah, he's got like that.
teacher.
Yeah, he's a full-on chemist. Yeah, it's
And
really...
then they do like some drugs business, I don't know, or they kill somebody, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you have to watch it.
It's weird, I don't know. I just watched a few episodes, but
I think it's better than. I think what we say is better than Game of Thrones.
no, never.
What do you think, guys? Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones? Which is
yes.
better?
Comment, Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad? So GOT or BB for Breaking Bad?
Yeah. Someone was asking how we're going to clean a glass with the rocks up against it. That's a really good question. That's something I'm going to have to deal with. Game of Thrones,
Just
Game of
like
Thrones,
this.
Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. What? So many Game of Thrones, a few Breaking Bads in there. You are my favourite people, those Breaking Bad fans.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is like fantasy, isn't it? Is it not real? It's not real, is it? Game of
No.
Thrones. It's not like based in everyday reality.
No.
Whereas Breaking Bad is. You can kind of believe it. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. Are you going to upload this video onto your channel? Yes. Yes, I am. Lots of people asking that question. So, yes, that is a definite positive yes. Game of Thrones.
George. Yeah.
If anyone watches that.
You have to give it a try. Come on.
Game of Thrones and The Hobbit. No.
Hobbits, like Lord of the Rings.
God,
Yeah, but
there's no Breaking Bad fans here. Disappointing.
thank you.
I love Breaking Bad. I've watched it like 3 times all the way through.
George, you have to give Game of Thrones a try.
I
You'll like it.
don't like it.
You'll like
I'm
it.
scared. Is there any aquascaping in it?
You have beautiful mountain sceneries filmed in Iceland and in, where is it? In Norway, I think.
Yes, Alan. Breaking Bad is great. How to mix plants and achieve more natural looking tank? Back to aquascaping. Very good question. Just mix up your textures. So if you have a foreground plant, don't just plant that one species. Mix it up with another species.
Yeah, look what I do. I planted the
So Jurijs is
Marsilea crenata in the foreground.
Got it going on.
And now I'm mixing this Echinodorus thing in between.
Breaking Bad is good. I also never watched Game of Thrones. Yes, Pavel, you're my new best friend. Game of Thrones can go and do one. Breaking Bad all the way. I love it. I want to watch it right now. George, what's the best temperature to maintain a plant tank? You can't really. There is no best temperature because it's.
Which temperature do you aim for?
I'll go for like 23, 24 Celsius.
Yeah.
I'll go for the lower end because the thing is with temperature and planted tanks, any aquarium, the higher the temperature, the faster everything goes. Human life is dependent on temperature, so the hotter something is, the warmer something is, the more it works. The more the fish respire, the more the fish excrete, produce waste. The more the plants produce waste, the quicker the plants grow. Everything happens. All the natural processes, the metabolic rate that we call, happens quicker with warmer temperatures. So if we can go on that lower temperatures, then things happen more slowly, and it gives you more of a opportunity to maintain things. Everything happens slower, so you've got a lot more forgiveness with algae. You wasted produce less. So, yeah, I always go on a lower temperature.
So guys, my tanks, if I have a heater, I don't always have a heater, but if I have one, it's set to I think 24. So, and if I don't have a heater on my
So-
I don't have one.
Someone's come up with a classic.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Someone's
What?
got a really funny comment here. Bro, have you ever escaped before? Takashi Amano. No.
I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Me and Jurijs have never escaped before.
I'm doing
We don't even know what we're doing.
For the first
What are you
time.
doing anyway with those pincets? Just putting stuff in randomly
I watched a couple YouTube videos.
in an empty glass box. I'll tell you what, guys. I've got an empty glass box. I've got some rocks. I've got some soil. I've got some sand. I've got some plants. I'm just going to shove it all in randomly and see what I get. And it actually looks pretty good, Jurijs. Well done. Game of Thrones has got hot girls. Need I say more? Yeah, fair enough. But I've got other sort of streaming services for hot girls. So I don't think you need to rely on Game of Thrones for that. I don't.
Look at this.
I know.
It's impressive.
Shotgun that you're maintaining this one.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, I will be this week.
Yeah,
Or daily
yeah,
water
yeah.
changes.
So everyone introducing Dave Pierce, Aquarium Gardens. He's behind me right now. You can't see him.
I've been working.
You've been working, mate.
Busy
You've been
working.
processing the orders. So yeah, we're here. Just in case you didn't know, we're at Aquarium Gardens today. Thanks to Dave.
Paper towels to wipe inside.
Thanks for. And then Jurijs, as soon as we try and introduce Dave, Jurijs sends him off on an errand.
Huh?
Rude.
I'm using everyone for my needs.
German rudeness. Pablo Escobar. Toilet paper. That's my favourite.
Actually mentioned yesterday.
I mentioned that in one of my last videos, outtakes. Yeah, people love the outtakes. So I'm here today at Aquarium Gardens, and I don't know what I'm saying.
Dave occasionally makes a coffee.
Dave occasionally
Actually,
eats
talk
some
about-
nice biscuits. Occasionally makes a coffee.
Talking about that, would you like a coffee? Either of you?
Yeah, love one, mate. Please.
Yes.
Brew, coffee or tea? Tea, please. This one, time without milk, please.
Without milk, you weirdo.
I tried not to drink.
Lactose.
It's not
Hi
so-
guys, any suggestions for a good schooling fish in a 125 litre aquarium? Gosh, where do we start? Harlequin and sporers, neon tetras, cardinal tetras, schooling fish. Moncausia costi.
Wow, this one is like the
Boom!
boom, the best coating fish ever.
Moncausia costi. Get that ingrained in your brains, guys. Moncausia costi.
You've been practicing, Joe.
I don't even know how to say it. If you say it with confidence, then people believe you. You can.
Some of your pronunciations.
Some of your. What do you say? Bucephalandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, spooky philandra. Everyone knows it's spooky.
People should have a vote on that.
Cryptocorini or cryptocorine?
Cryptocorini is definitely cryptocorini.
All right, hygrophila or hygrophila.
Jurijs.
What?
How do you say it?
Hygrophila.
Yes. Hygrophila.
No, hygrophila.
No, hygrophila. What do you guys say? Hygrophila or hygrophila? Cryptocorini or cryptocorine? Bucephalandra or bucephalandra?
It reminds me of Harry Potter, where.
What about embotetras? Hmm?
No, it reminds me of Harry Potter, where Hermione and Ron practicing Whisper. Limnobium leviatum.
The Scorbium leviosum.
Oh, you know it better than I do.
Leviosa.
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 Guys, George is a real Harry Potter fan. I just watched yesterday episode 5.
Did you?
Apparently, the cupboard that Harry Potter lived in, I don't really know Harry Potter very well, but you're telling me earlier, is better than George's office.
Oh yeah. I wasn't George's office.
Taking a piss out of my
before.
office.
George has office here at Aquarium Gardens, and this little room or cave Harry used to live at Dursley's in the first movie, like under the stairs. It looks nicer than George's office. It's literally empty room with naked walls and just an iMac and a chair, nothing else. Like 100% focus on work.
I say bucephalandra, but some say bucephalandra. I have to confess that I put Game of Thorns side by side. I've not heard of Game of Thorns, but it sounds amazing. It's looking really good, mate. It's looking good. Escape. That's why we're here, talking about Game of Thrones and Latin speak. So we're here today at Aquarium Gardens. Jurijs from Germany is here. He's escaping, trying to escape anyway. Do you even know what you're doing? Are you just putting them in randomly? Oh, we're serious now.
He's got that filter on again, the George filter. Completely filtered George out.
I've got the George Farmer filter on. I can't hear a word that is coming from his mouth. Okay, who can properly spell the schooling fish mentioned? I can't even say it now. Moncausia costi.
This makes me want to do a diorama now.
Either of you guys coming to East Coast USA sometime? Alan, thank you for that question. I have been invited to a event on the East Coast. I think it's New Jersey. I can't remember the name of the club or the person that's invited me, I'm afraid. Sorry.
I can imagine George will suffer a little bit with the maintenance, but
Dave, you mean Dave? Dave's doing it this week. He's got 50% a day, at least.
100% a day.
100% a day. Don't forget to take a thumbnail of Jurijs. Something. Someone says they. Jurijs, someone says that they think you're a beautiful looking man. Don't forget to take a thumbnail of Jurijs staring at the side of the tank. It says glass canvas aquascape. I think that's a little bit of a Mickey take out of me because my thumbnails tend to feature me looking through the side of the aquarium, which is good because that's stuck in your mind enough for you to comment. So that is all I need. Thank you very much. I think that's Hiep that said that. Why don't you guys use Echinodorus species? I know they are big, but what about small species? Well, we're actually using Helianthemum tenellum, previously known as Echinodorus tenellus, which is a species of Echinodorus, so a small Amazon sword. Just busting your balls, George, says Hiep, you crazy guy. Oh. Okay, let's mix it up a bit. Who's the best aquascaper, Jurijs or George Farmer? Boom. Just going to put it out there. What? Dave? I didn't ask you, Dave. Or Dave. Dave's actually got more aquascapes in here than I have now. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. So I've done that one. Jeff did that one. 1,
I've got 4.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I've only got 3.
I've got 3 and I've got 4.
What about these? What do you class this as?
That's definitely 1.
It's definitely Sugar Plum Fairy. George. Dave. Sorry, Jurijs isn't as famous as George. Cheers, mate. Me. LOL. What? No sugar? That's like. That's. Oh.
what happens now? I need one more pot of Micron 10 Monte Carlo. I just take it out of the pot, squeeze out.
Squeeze it out. Joey.
Squeeze out the liquid
George.
medium.
Any of you guys watching Joey? Joey DIY? Love Joey. What a cool guy. No sugar, please, and a bit of milk. That's alright. If I just comment, George, Joey, me. George better at nature heavy scapes. Jurijs at hardscape heavy. That's interesting. Any new freshwater hardware in the last 2 years? Lost touch with aquascaping. Clinica from UCAP's here. Oh, bless you.
I gave it to Jurijs.
What, with my sugar?
He's a guest.
Yeah, he wins. Yeah, alright, Dave. Remember that, mate. Yeah. Do you mean Joey Conman? That's not very nice. And don't forget that super fancy mister. Can you recap which plants are being used since I just joined? Hi, Northie. Yes, we're using Marcanthemum Monte Carlo, Marcellaria crenata, Helianthemum tenellum, and what else? Anything else, Jurijs?
So far, that's it.
Yeah,
We're going to use Eliocharis mini.
Eliocharis mini.
We're going to use Rotala Vietnam Hara. And anything else? Maybe, not sure yet. Hygrophila pinalipina.
George, you should somehow get Joey to do an aquascape in his fish room. Well, yeah, I was hoping to rescape his 2,000 gallon, but he's doing it himself now, so that's a bit disappointing. Send Joey a comment on his YouTube and say, Joey, we think George should escape one of your tanks. That'd be cool. I like Joey, he's a really cool guy. Done loads of good stuff for the hobby. Encouraged lots of new people. Yeah, it just reaches a massive audience, which is really important, you know. And YouTube, that's you know, let's be real. YouTube is the next big thing. You know, you've got TV, you've got on demand, you've got Netflix, but YouTube is free. You know, people, the younger generations, they're watching YouTube more than, you know, standard television. And you know, I have a sense of responsibility for producing good content, encouraging, you know, new people into the hobby, you know, and maintaining.
Disturb you. I'm thinking about this kind of cave between the rocks. I think if I add someone to Carlo there, it will look artificial, right?
Yeah.
So just
leave it. Just leave it, mate. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, a lot of you guys are watching me. We're watching this right now on YouTube, and you know, it's a huge thing. YouTube.
Never heard of it.
Well, YouTube. Dave's never heard of it. Jurijs hasn't heard of it because he's clearly not uploaded anything for a while. Jurijs, tell us about your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's my name, Jurijs. It's my YouTube channel. I have already 500 plus followers, and I'm not uploading a single video for over a year. I think I have 3 videos uploaded years ago. I've done everything so far on Facebook and Instagram, but my big goal for 2018 is to go big on YouTube. So everyone watching on YouTube right now, please follow me. There will be soon lots of great videos, and you will forget about George. You will ask yourself, who is George? You will only watch my videos.
Right now.
George who? George who?
I can't find it on YouTube now.
Are you going to do them in English or German?
Huh?
Your videos?
I will make it English. Well, most of my audience is English.
Okay.
So, like you said before, I have quite a large following on Facebook and Instagram, and majority speaks English nowadays, and I feel responsible like you do, and
Yeah.
it just makes sense, you know, to do it in English.
Just subscribed.
I have a if you unsubscribe from me and then subscribe to
Yeah,
Jurijs,
just transfer it
got
over
to
to
keep
Jurijs,
that equilibrium. Actually, a bigger portion of my audience are American over UK. So I have more American followers than I do UK, which is interesting.
Dave, can I have some more soil, please? I think over
Soil,
here
yeah.
we have this bag, and somewhere must be this white cup. White cup somewhere.
Who's watching from the UK right now? Give me a shout out. Let me know where you're from, what town you're from. Dragonstone makes a really nice hardscape. Yes, Northy, thank you. I'm sure Jurijs appreciates that. Is Aquarium Gardens shipping to Hungary? Dave?
We can do, yeah.
You can do. Just email Dave, info@aquariumgardens.co.uk. Send an email with your request, and the owner will give you a shipping quote. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello. Someone from West Yorkshire, Indonesia, some random country. Indonesians have got it going on with their aquascaping. Jesus Christ. That Harry Rezio, have you seen him?
Yes,
He's just unbelievable. Covent Garden, yay, South Australia. Kew Gardens, Somerset, Canada, Philadelphia, boom, all across the world. Any other Finns here? UK St Ives, Belgium, North Wales, Romania, New York, Turkey, Hungary, Turkey again, Vancouver, Turkey, Sweden, Quebec, Western Australia. This is cool, guys. Really, really cool to reach out to this global audience. Hungary, Bulgaria, Denmark, Thornton Heath. That's what I like to hear. A proper English town. Leeds, yes. Vietnam,
Leeds.
Mars, crazy. Poland, Texas.
What did you say, Mars?
Mars, as in the planet Mars, yeah. Indonesia, Narnia. You're funny, Alan.
No.
North Carolina.
Who's from Middle Earth?
Mars, Thailand, a few people from Mars, Thailand, Norway, DC, I reckon that's Washington DC, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Guys, this is going to be funny. Watch this explode right now. Ready? What do you think of Donald Trump?
You didn't just drop that bomb.
Boom. Nebraska, Liechtenstein, that's quality.
Liechtenstein.
Poland, France. LOL. I like North Korea. Dumb, no politics. No, I'm joking. Forget the Donald Trump comment. Switch it back to aquascaping. Switch it back. Dave, what's your most popular plant that you've ever sold in Aquarium Gardens? Go.
Elaeocharis sicularis.
Elaeocharis sicularis. Boom. Tissue culture or potted version?
Potted.
Potted. Holland. So you all like plants? What's your favourite plant of all time, Jurijs?
My favourite plant? Ricardia comedrifolia.
Oh, bore off. Dave, what's yours?
I've got 2.
Yeah, I know.
Someone trident. Beat you to it.
I taught him everything he knows, you know, Dave.
This one.
Hygrophila pennispida.
I made you use that.
You didn't make me use it. You put it fucking.
You put it in there.
Oh, beep. You put it in there. You didn't make me use it.
But you are using it.
It looks good, mate. Fair point. I'm going to talk about my relationship with Dave. This is interesting. So I approached Dave 2-3 years ago. We did a UK Aquatic Plant Society. We had an event. Jurijs was there.
It's 2 years ago now.
2 years ago, right now. I approached Dave. He was a sponsor of the UK Aquatic Plant Society forum on the internet. I approached Dave and said, Dave, do you want to supply some prizes or sponsor some prizes for a raffle giveaway? Dave was like, well, yes. By the way, I live in Huntingdon. I noticed that you might live local. I was like, yes, I do. I'm going to go and pop and see Dave. And then next thing I know, I'll do it. Yeah, 2 years later, I'm sitting here right now doing a live stream with Jurijs. So yeah, that's how it came about basically. So I want to clear something up. People assume that I either own Aquarium Gardens or I am a massive part of it, or I have some sort of vested interest in terms of, you know, finances. I just want to shout out now that my sole responsibility at Aquarium Gardens is to maintain the aquascapes. Anything above and beyond that is purely out of my own goodwill, and you know, I love the shop. I love what Dave's doing. He's promoting aquascaping in the best way possible. He has beautiful display aquariums, exemplary customer service, and he only sells products that he believes in, and that is the cornerstone of any good retailer. And so I'm very, very happy to be associated with that. So if people think, yeah, George works for Aquarium Gardens, yes, I do. I maintain the tanks. As far as like the black and white of it goes, that's it. But you know, I'm not shy of promoting Aquarium Gardens because I believe what they're doing is something really, really great for the hobby. And you know, if anyone asks me what my core mission statement is, what I believe in, what are you all about, George? I am all about promoting aquascaping. That is my core mission statement, to promote aquascaping. You know, that is it. And then if I can use Aquarium Gardens as a vehicle to do that, and it benefits us both, then that is a beautiful thing. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now.
That's good.
You happy with that, Dave?
Very happy, yeah.
Good. Oh, I'm running out of power.
Do you want a charger?
I've got one here, mate. So come back a bit. So where's the red colander, George? It's at home. Yeah, sorry about that.
It's got a shiny white colander.
Oh yeah. George, can we add tree branches if they are dry and strong if we boil them? Yes. Basically, you can add any natural hardscape you like. Just test it out, make sure it's dead, give it a wash first, and don't sue me if it kills everything.
I think it has to be completely dried out. Also, you have to be careful. I don't know the types of wood that have
Like a sap, they have like a...
It's a bit hardwood.
Yeah, they have some I think pine trees are sort of difficult.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have some sort of
Evergreen trees are bad.
yeah, evergreen trees. They have this, I don't know, like juice, whatever. So they have to be completely dry. The bark is sometimes a thing. If you know what you do, just research in forums, make sure it's safe, and if it's been dry for a long period and you're not a beginner, then it's fine, I think. But if you are just starting out, it's always better to get something from a shop where you can be sure that it will not kill your fish.
Yeah. People are saying that you should spray the plants, Jurijs. What do you think? Do you need to spray the plants, or are they okay?
Yeah, I should spray. I see some of the Monte Carlo
Yeah.
getting a little bit dry.
Oh, right, let's have a look into that. What's please?
It's a nice spray bottle.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Here we are.
Can you pronounce aquarium? It means aquarium in Hungarian. I think it's. Is it pronounced aquarium? I'm not sure. What do you reckon, you? Aquarium.
Hungarian is similar to Russian a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah. So little known fact, Jurijs is actually. Are you Russian or half Russian?
I remember seeing
Half.
the messages.
Half.
British, well, I'm 100% sure I haven't put it in the right part. Let me just go and double check what
I
you
don't know,
said.
I'm so multicultural.
Best way to be, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, is there a word for fish? Kakdala.
Hi Kieran, yeah, it's in front of me now. Yeah, we've got that put to one side for you, so that we dispatched on Friday.
So, any other questions, guys? I've got you.
There's two orders here, isn't
Got
there?
you right now in front of me. Weird comments.
Great stuff. No worries, cheers Kieran. Cheers you too, bye.
So probably 90% done with planting now. Let's have a look at the face. Let's look at Jurijs' Facebook. So Jurijs is broadcasting on Facebook Live. So check out Jurijs. That's spelt Jurijs, and then a new word, MIT
Dave, can I have one more?
space JS. So Jurijs MIT JS. Check him out on Facebook. He's broadcasting live right now. So if you wanted to, you could jump off my YouTube channel or simultaneously view Jurijs' Facebook channel. And you've got like 2 different camera angles at once. That would be epic.
Yeah, for close up.
Yeah.
For close up, you can. turn
For
up-
close up, you can go for Jurijs. I'm going to pan around a bit. Look at this. Boosh.
So right now, I'm just starting to plant Rotala Hara in the background.
Yeah, tell us about this new plant, Jurijs, because I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Rotala Hara is, well, it's a Rotala species,
Uh-huh.
and it's new or newly available. It's probably not a new plant. It's been there millions of years, I don't know, but it's quite new in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
It's available by Tropica under the name Rotala Vietnam Hara. Normally, and it's the way Tropica also advertise it, it gets like orange, really nice orange color leaves. But I experienced under my solar RGB
Red.
really, really
The reddest of red I've ever
red,
seen a plant.
like really sick red color.
Sick.
Sick, yeah. No, like literally, I have never had this red colors before, and everybody's asking me what do I do to this plant, and I think it's due to the combination of solar RGB and clean dosing. I add only little nutrients to the 60 where you may have at home, so I get this crazy red colors.
I'm just going to stop you there, mate. Someone's asked me if I've ever thought about doing a biotope aquarium. I've actually done loads of biotope aquariums. Moving back probably 4 or 5 years, I pretty much did one every month for about a year for Practical Fish Keeping magazine. I actually won the Aquatic Gardens Association contest biotope category with a UK lake biotope. So yeah, I've done my fair share of biotopes. Nice, mate. That's looking good. What is the best aquascaping soil in the US? You probably ADA, Aquasoil Amazonia, or Tropica. I think Tropica is available in the US. You've got Seachem, Solemn, loads. Scaper soil from Dunley.
Is Seachem soil? Never heard about it.
Seachem, yeah. Aquasolim.
Is it soil or what is it?
Yeah, it's a standard soil.
Oh, sorry, the length, sorry. 1 metre. We've got the 900 SP.
Yeah, I was talking about Rotala Hara, and the cool thing about the small tissue culture pots with Rotala Hara is you see this little clump here. I don't know if you can see it over here. It's just a small portion of the tissue culture pot, and this small has already like 20 stems or something.
Yes.
It's like
Which is that's
huge quantity of stems. it's very good deal.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, it's really good value for money.
Yes, especially the Rotala Hara. It's so dense.
You get like about 200 stems in one pot.
Yeah. If you divide it properly, you can plant a huge area very densely.
Any of you guys have had a cold water trout set up? No. I'm guessing they need a massive tank. Big fish, fast swimming. Which one is Rotala Hara or Rotala colorata?
I would say colorata because Hara, I just experienced it to be super red under the solar RGB. I haven't tried the colorata under the solar RGB, but colorata is known to be like crazy red.
Yeah.
So probably it's more red.
Someone's asking what our favourite tank at Pantarai is.
Favorite tank at Pantarai?
Yeah.
Stream tank, crazy one.
It's true.
Or
I like the Tanganyika one with the top.
waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
Yeah.
But I also like the rain tank where there was the raindrop.
Yeah.
So it's so difficult to say which
Yeah,
tank was
they're
favorite.
all really good, aren't
They're
they?
so different.
They're not aquascaped as we would say, but they're aquascaped for the fish. They're like natural habitats. So in which case, if I'm looking at that, I mean they're all excellent to be fair. Yeah. Oh, tough one that.
But if I had to choose one to have at home,
We've actually got some new lily pipes coming in with a skimmer built into the inlet. So the bioevolution act with the
so if you had to choose one to have at home,
Pantarai setup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it works really well.
It's got to live in my
takes too long, Judge.
Sorry, mate.
Make a quick decision.
Sorry.
I know which one I would take. It's an easy
The
one.
discus.
Yeah, there's like small slots in it.
Okay. I would have, or I can reveal it. I ordered one, and we'll get it later this year. Custom built, small aquarium with a double bottom for a stream. Yeah,
Nice.
on my YouTube channel.
What fish will you have?
Panda loaches. What are they called? With their fin loaches, or how do you call them?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Hillstream loaches.
Yeah, like stream.
Yeah,
loaches.
It's a lot of fast flowing.
And maybe some sort of, I don't know, tetra that.
Likes fast flowing.
Yeah, that will fit escape as well. I don't know, but definitely panda loaches and like.
And we properly aquascape it. We have plants in there.
Yeah.
CO2.
Yes. I always use CO2 in all my tanks.
What about all that surface movement? There's only point in having CO2.
Well, there will be still more CO2 with pressurized system than without it. Even there is strong flow and surface movement, but it will still benefit the system in my opinion, and I just prefer to have CO2 in all of my aquariums. I run them like low energy because I limit the light, I limit the nutrients, but I never limit the CO2, and this is probably my key to algae-free aquariums. It makes it just easy for me, but I believe there are different ways to do it.
Would it ever be a case of you running an aquarium without CO2?
Huh?
Would you ever not run CO2?
I know it works, but like by, how to say, I never do it like initially, or how to say, so for example, the 120 you filmed like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
By the time you filmed it, the CO2 bottle was empty. I told you, you remember?
Yep.
I ran out CO2 when Jurijs visited me end of November, and it took me like 2 months. I think no, this 120p is still without CO2, and the plants, they have grown well. So I think once the tank has established and you reduce the amount of CO2 and you reduce the amount of light, it's kind of maybe safer way to to have a setup without CO2. But I will definitely add CO2 on this tank again because I want to do some changes in this aquarium for IPOC
Okay.
and for Magdeburg Out of Planet Aquarium contest. Quick shout out here, early April in Magdeburg Out of Planet Aquarium. It's probably Europe's biggest live aquascaping contest. Check that out.
Yeah.
And Heap, you guys participating there last year, and Stu World.
Yeah.
When you are going to participate there, George?
I already have, mate.
You had
I was there on, I think the second year they were running, 2010, 2011 I was there. Yeah. It's funny because I was invited to be a judge and I made some excuse that I couldn't go, and then I turned up as a contestant. They're like, well, I thought you were going to be a judge. I'm like,
Forgot about that.
well, please. Forgot about that.
Good one, George.
Good one, George. Oh, come on, Jurijs, you.
Hmm?
Come on.
Yeah, I almost finished. It's in the background, so I think I will leave it as it is, so George can finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Dave can finish it.
Yeah.
So he do something for his free office.
Film's not free.
I don't know what the deal is, and I'm just talking BS.
Put my heart and soul into that office.
You mean the small
The
picture?
contents in the office are, well, non-existent.
Limited. No, but I mean the concept of me helping out you to have that office. Yeah, don't get too deep on the live stream. Oh.
Don't want to plant it, I don't know, maybe I move it away, put sand over there and a few rocks. I think it's better. Because otherwise it's really weird, I think, Josh. What do you think, Dave?
As soon as you're gone, we're going to take it all apart anyway and start again.
We need that filter
I
again.
don't like it, so as soon
Like
as you're gone.
small spoon, something? Spoon, yes.
It's really, it's a nice concept piece actually, I've not seen that.
Hmm?
It's a nice concept, aquascape. It's different. Two pathways in a nano tank.
It was, I think, the only one I have seen like this was from Dave Chow. So I'm actually scooping out excessive soil in the background to fill up with sand and some smaller rocks.
Did you plant the H-rock?
Hmm?
Did you plant the H-rock?
Alright, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, yeah, there it is.
It's behind the
I
rocks.
can't see from here, yeah. Okay, cool.
It's really good on me. Some more rocks. Okay, let me. Or are you using toilet paper? Okay, some paper towels. Guys, if you ever use toilet paper to kind of secure the bottom of your aquarium to fill up, don't do it, it will be a complete mess. Use paper towels, not toilet paper.
Sorry.
Yeah, look what he's doing. You have like these small pieces everywhere.
Finest materials at Aquarium Gardens.
Okay, I'm going to sign off in a minute because the scape's nearly done. Beautiful scape, Jurijs. Well done, mate. Really pleased with that.
Enjoy doing the maintenance.
Dave, you
Yeah,
going to
thanks
enjoy?
very much. Yeah,
You going to enjoy maintaining this?
I'm going to enjoy.
Are we finishing up the live stream?
Actually, I'm going to enjoy maintaining this. It's
Are we
beautiful.
finishing up the live stream or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. We are running long anyway.
Yeah,
so
I need
guys,
to.
just so you can see here,
So do you want to do a quick summary, Jurijs?
Yeah, I'll just add one more rock here. So yeah, I will do it afterwards. So first to finish up, you guys at YouTube, cheers, drinking here. I don't know what kind of tea. I think there's still milk in there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you learned one thing, then it was worth it for you watching and for me presenting. Thanks Moss Cotton, thanks Tropica for the plants, thanks Danerle for the tank, thanks Lupulate for the light, thanks Aquarium Gardens for hosting us.
You're welcome.
What did I forget? Josh Farmer for taking care of his own YouTube stream and neglecting my Facebook stream. But it's okay. Yeah.
Oh,
to 10
people are
viewers.
just swearing at you. What the?
Guys, like I said, if you learned at least one thing during this live stream, it was worth watching. Like, I watched the last live stream from Aquarium Gardens with Jeff Sansky. I learned this trick with the filter wool, so it was worth for me, and I think I know a lot, not much, not everything. So you never stop learning. So if you learned one thing, I'm repeating myself. Yeah, spread the love of aquascaping, keep on scaping, check out Moss Cotton, this is Scape Heart.
You can get Keep On Scaping t-shirts from there
with,
as well.
with a red calendar. It's inspired by George, and
I want to thank God. I want to thank my family.
yes.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
That's it. Grammy's supposed to say
Anything from?
Thanks so much to Jurijs for coming in. That's really appreciated. So,
Yeah.
he's more than welcome to come anytime.
Yeah.
Keep on scaping.
So